KOFO 1220 103.7 FM. Stay tuned for the following special presentation from 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO. KOFO, your sports source for East Central Kansas, welcomes you to this exclusive broadcast of Ottawa University Braves basketball, live from Wilson Fieldhouse, as the Braves host the McPherson Bulldogs in the semifinals of the KCAC postseason tournament. You can hear this OU Braves broadcast on 103.7 FM, 1220, and online at KOFO.com. Our pregame coverage of OU Braves postseason basketball is brought to you exclusively by Fusion Alley with Primetime Grill, where it's always good, clean fun and food in South Ottawa. Our OU Braves basketball game broadcast is also brought to you by Great Life Golf and Fitness, Ottawa University, Edward Jones representative Ryan Henningsen, and the City of Ottawa. Now let's go courtside inside Wilson Fieldhouse and join KOFO's voice of OU Braves basketball, Casey Weeder.
Hello everyone and welcome to Wilson Fieldhouse as we get set for the KCAC semifinals between the number 6 Ottawa University Braves and the McPherson College Bulldogs, as we have a 1 versus 5 seeded matchup. As I'm Casey Weeder, joined by Bob Johnson this evening. Bob, Ottawa looking to get a little bit of revenge as McPherson, one of only 2 teams this year in the KCAC to come away with a win here in Ottawa.
They certainly are here tonight, Casey. We talked with Brian Haskins, with Jaquan Daniels, and with the KCAC Player of the Year, Daryl Bowie, on the Pizza Time Hoop Talk show on Tuesday night. Asked them point blank who they would like to face off against, and both Jaquan and Daryl would like another shot at McPherson. I think they both feel like that Ottawa has not shown their best basketball against McPherson this year, and they'd like to do it tonight.
Braves coming off a 104-76 win in the quarterfinals on Thursday night here in Wilson Fieldhouse. First time in program history Ottawa had defeated the Panthers 3 times in one season. Braves 50% from the floor, 48% from 3. That doesn't tell the whole story. Ottawa 18 of 37 from deep, 72% from the foul line. Braves had 4 players in double figures, led by Mason McDowell with 19, Ryan Haskins 18, Joe Johnson III 15, and Daryl Bowie with 13. And Bowie and McDowell tied for the team lead with 3 assists. Braves had a 14-8 lead in fast break points, 20-15 edge off turnovers, 17-8 in second chance points, and the big one, Bob, is, as we've seen all year, the bench points in favor of Ottawa, 43-12.
Bench points, a big stat here in that ball game on Thursday night. But Casey, I think something that is maybe overlooked a little bit was the run that they went on in the second half. They went on a 22-6 run to really blow that game wide open. York had played Ottawa pretty tough. Ottawa was starting to get a little bit of arm's distance, but it wasn't really until that run in the second half that you felt comfortable about the Braves coming away with the win.
Braves entering their second straight KCAC tournament semifinals. The Braves have played in 12 previous semifinal tournament games, have a record of 5-7. That last semifinal victory came back in 2008-2009, a win at Sterling College, back when that team was the number 5 seed, went into the number 1 seed, and beat Sterling College in overtime 84-78 on their way to winning the tournament that year. Last time a game was held in Wilson Fieldhouse was March 1st of 2008 when the Braves defeated Southwestern 103-78. And Ottawa also with a little bad taste in their mouth as last year came up just 1 game short of the KCAC tournament finals, that loss down in Bartlesville to Oklahoma Wesley.
I think Ottawa University really would like to get the domestic double, if you will, Casey. You pick up that conference tournament win, pick up the regular season conference tournament championship, but they want that tournament championship also. There's a great possibility by winning that conference tournament championship, they could sneak up into a number 1 seed in the upcoming national tournament. But it's going to take them running the table and beating the Bulldogs here tonight.
We'll take a break. We come back, we'll talk with head coach Aaron Stevensall as his team gets set to take on the McPherson College Bulldogs. You're listening to Ottawa University men's basketball on KOFO.
We can talk about the ABCs of dining out: appetizer, beverage, and course. But that would lead to the DEFs: dine, entree, and food. So instead of going through all the other letters, the only ones you really need to remember are PTG, Primetime Grill. Primetime Grill at Fusion Alley is the new and exciting lunch and dinner destination in South Ottawa. Enjoy juicy burgers, specially prepared Kansas cuisine, delicious desserts, and your favorite drinks. And with 42 screens, you'll understand why game time is primetime. Primetime Grill at Fusion Alley, where it's always good, clean fun and food.
It's never too late to become who you're supposed to be. However, sometimes you may need a little help. Ottawa University can get you there. Their faculty and staff are dedicated to preparing graduates for a lifetime of significance. With dozens of degree programs, including accounting, engineering, human services, and marketing, as well as graduate degrees in business administration and education, Ottawa University will prepare you for whatever or whoever you want to be. Don't wait. Get started today. Find out more by visiting online at ottawa.edu.
Back to the Fusion pregame show. We're joined by head coach Aaron Siebenthal. His team prepares to take on the McPherson College Bulldogs in the KCAC semifinal. Thursday night, York got off to a fast start, but your team had quite the response.
Yeah, we weren't really locked in the way we needed to be defensively, and maybe had a little bit of jitters. Just a great home crowd, and back in the conference tournament, so a little bit more on the line there. But thought our guys responded well once we kind of got the defense straightened out and got the ball moving. We were pretty hard.
4 players finishing double figures, led by Mason McDowell with 19, 8 of 9 from the field, 3 of 3 from deep. What is the ceiling you feel for Mason?
Mason's got a lot of potential. He's a really good basketball player, and when he's locked in and focused, he's good. I think the challenge for him is when he goes up against physical guys, especially when he's on defense. He's got to learn to kind of embrace that physicality down low, because he's our biggest man, and we need him to battle in there. But super skilled, one of the best passers in the league from the 5-man spot, and obviously can shoot it, can score it on the level. So Mason's obviously a key player for us, and just keep getting better and better. Puts the work in.
37 from 3 on Thursday night. 8 different players knocked down a 3. What's kind of your philosophy when it comes to shooting?
We like to shoot it in transition. We like to shoot it on quick reversals and on inside-out plays. And then the thing is we share the ball so well. If the ball will move, we'll find the right guy. And like I said, anybody on our team can score and make those shots. And our guys very rarely get told not to shoot. They never get told not to shoot. We do remind some of our guys, hey, we can probably get a better shot than that. But we want them to have confidence and to let it fly. And I think that fostered a culture of, man, if you're open, let it fly, and it's paid off for us.
Shifting focus to the Nets opponent, McPherson. They're coming off a 74-63 win at Kansas Wesleyan in the quarterfinals. Held the Coyotes to 38% shooting, 25% from deep. What is it about their defense that makes it so
they're long and athletic. They can switch and do a lot of things that way. They also will press and trap a little bit and kind of get you out of your rhythm. So, they provide some different challenges, and they kind of very similar to Bethel in the way they play defense. And I think that for us, we got to try and get up and down with them and make sure we're guarding and getting stops. And if we can get stops and rebounds and clean outlets, we'll be fine. But if we're taking out the net, then it's hard for us to run. So I think for us is we got to expect their pressure, expect their traps, know how to handle that. When we do beat those traps, we need to try and take advantage of it, because we're gonna have numbers. We need to go score rather than hold the ball, let them kind of get back and matched up, and then try and run offense again. We need to be more aggressive and go score. I think that's what we'll talk about today in practice.
McPherson, one of 2 teams to win inside Wilson Fieldhouse this year. Is there anything that needs to change for that first matchup? I know it was early January, but you feel like needs to happen for your team to come away with the win?
I just think we need to, that was a game where I don't think we particularly were locked in and didn't move the ball super well, even though we scored, I think, 88 points in that game. We weren't locked in defensively. They scored 91 points, and that's just, I don't mind a lot of points being scored by the team, but we need to do a better job of guarding and keeping them to a low percentage. I think we just need to be locked in, and we don't have to have any nerves or any jitters. Our goal every year is to get to the national tournament and at that goal. So we set a couple other goals as far as winning this conference tournament and then making some waves in the national tournament. So for us, we're playing at home. We'll have a great crowd, and we need to just go play our game. And it starts with getting stops, getting boards, and running up and down the floor and sharing the ball.
Last last year got to the same point, falling in the semifinals, Oklahoma Wesleyan. What would it mean for your team to get to Hartman on Monday?
It mean a ton. I think it would solidify us as one of the best teams in the country. Be a good experience and a good kind of dress rehearsal, if you will, for the national tournament, playing in a bigger arena and in a place we haven't played before, and just a whole different atmosphere with media timeouts and all that kind of stuff. So, but I think it would just solidify that we are one of the best teams in the country, and that we should be a team that people need to be worried about when it comes to the national tournament and the Super Bowl.
Coach, thanks so much for joining me. We'll talk to you after. You've been listening to Iowa University Braves basketball on KOFL.
When you're looking for a place to take the whole family for food and fun, what comes to mind? Fusion Alley with Primetime Grill.
The atmosphere is very inviting.
Dine in and enjoy the Kansas cuisine with special entrees, burgers, salads, drinks, and an exciting kids menu.
I enjoy it here. It's very comfortable.
It's your new destination for delicious food and family fun that you've been craving for a long time, and it'll bring you back time and time again.
This is our fourth visit.
Fusion Alley with Primetime Grill, now open for dinner in South Ottawa at 2204 South Princeton Circle Drive. Remember, when it's game time, it's prime time.
It's never too late to become who you're supposed to be. However, sometimes you may need a little help. Ottawa University can get you there. Their faculty and staff are dedicated to preparing graduates for a lifetime of significance. With dozens of degree programs, including accounting, engineering, human services, and marketing, as well as graduate degrees in business administration and education, Ottawa University will prepare you for whatever or whoever you want to be. Don't wait. Get started today. Find out more by visiting online at ottawa.edu.
We're back as we have about 3 minutes until the national anthem and starting lineup for the KCAC semifinals as the number 1 seed Ottawa University Braves take on the 5 seed McPherson College Bulldogs. And looking at the 2 matchups this year, Bob, 2 games separated by a total of 5 points, both teams winning on each other's floor. 2 very different games, a 91-88 win for McPherson back on January the 13th, and then Ottawa able to clinch the outright title in McPherson just a week ago, 76-74. So what do you expect tonight from these 2 teams?
Well, I think you're going to see a lot of the same. You're going to see McPherson try to ugly it up. They're going to try to use their bigs to outmuscle what Ottawa University is going to bring to the table. McPherson obviously has the size, so Ottawa's going to have to use their athleticism and their speed to try to get around the size of the Bulldogs. One key that's going to be here tonight, Casey, is going to be the turnover battle. In the first game, Ottawa University turned that ball over 18 times, which is the reason that McPherson beat Ottawa. You take a look at what Ottawa did otherwise. Stat-wise, you had 5 players in double figures. Daryl Bowie with 26 points. It was the turnovers that were the difference in Game 1, and it was the defense in Game 2.
Well, you talk about Game 1. McPherson came here, only turned it over 5 times in that game. Ottawa going back to McPherson, able to turn them over. Let's see, the final in that one, they turned them over 16 times. So it's going to be important, as we saw Ottawa on Thursday night, able to turn York over 14 times, Ottawa just 7, but they're able to take advantage and win it in the points off turnovers 21-10, which I think that has got to be a key. The second one is what's worrisome to me is that Cameron Jenkins did not get going in that second matchup. You look at the first matchup, 17 points for him. He made 5 threes in that game. Has not really gotten it going offensively in their last 6 games. As McPherson just 3-3 in their last 6. Has kind of struggled down the stretch. Ottawa, on the other hand, winners of 7 in a row as they take the floor here in Wilson Fieldhouse. But if Ottawa can knock down 18 threes, I'm not sure McPherson can hang around for too long.
Well, you always know that the law of averages are going to, at some point in time, take over. Are they going to be as hot behind the three-point arc tonight as they were against York? Probably not. Is McPherson going to be as cold as they had been behind the three-point arc? Probably not. So Ottawa's going to have to come out. They're going to have to bring their A game. And if they have a slow start like they had against York on Thursday night, it's going to be a long night for Ottawa.
Number 1 versus number 5 in the KCAC for a shot at Hartman. We'll wrap it up when we come back. It's opening tip. You're listening to Ottawa University Braves basketball on KOFO.
Sports, information, and entertainment in East Central Kansas. KOFO K279CS Ottawa, where keeping you informed comes first.
If you're one of the millions of Americans who owes back taxes, if you get nervous when the mail comes because you might get a letter from the IRS, then you've heard. Their enforcement agents are cracking down this year and can garnish your paycheck, levy your bank accounts. Even your home or business could be at risk over unpaid taxes. It's all true, but it's also true there's a way out. It's called the Fresh Start Initiative, an important government program for tax debt assistance. The award-winning experts at Optima Tax Relief will fight to get you the best deal possible, protecting your paycheck and your assets from IRS collections. But don't delay, because the IRS is tacking on interest and hefty penalties every single day. So don't wait until it's too late. Call Optima now for a free consultation.
Call 800-348-0269. 800-348-0269. 800-348-0269.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
It's never too late to become who you're supposed to be. However, sometimes you may need a little help. Ottawa University can get you there. Their faculty and staff are dedicated to preparing graduates for a lifetime of significance. With dozens of degree programs, including accounting, engineering, human services, and marketing, as well as graduate degrees in business administration and education, Ottawa University will prepare you for whatever or whoever you want to be. Don't wait. Get started today. Find out more by visiting online at ottawa.edu.
Great Life Golf and Fitness is a proud supporter of OU Braves basketball, and they support you in your goal to live and play better. The Great Life state-of-the-art fitness facility in downtown Ottawa is accessible 24 hours a day. Find out more by visiting greatlifegolf.com. Proud to be your golf and fitness community partner, Great Life Golf and Fitness.
The City of Ottawa makes it easy for you to stay informed and be part of your community by visiting their website, ottawaks.gov. You can sign up for city alerts and city news, report an issue you'd like to see taken care of, even pay your bill online. It's where the city and citizens come together online at ottawaks.gov.
To win at sports, you must focus on your strategy as the game changes. The same is true of investments. Ryan Henningsen, your Edward Jones financial advisor, can help. Call 785-242-1088 or stop by 502 South Cedar in Ottawa. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC.
America is kept safe because the Army National Guard responds, protects, and supports our nation when it needs them most. The Army National Guard responds to disasters such as wildfires and floods. They protect us with missile defense, cybersecurity, and civilian support teams for chemical, biological, and radiological hazards. Be there for your community and your country. Visit NationalGuard.com to learn more about part-time service. Sponsored by the Kansas Army National Guard. Aired by the Kansas Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Mark your calendar now so you don't miss the 2020 KOFO Home Base Home and Garden Expo, coming March 7th and 8th at the ORC Goppert Building in Ottawa. For vendor booth information, email sales@kofo.com or call 785-242-1220.
Hello everyone and welcome to Wilson Fieldhouse in Ottawa, Kansas on the campus of Ottawa University in the KCAC semifinals as the number 6 Ottawa University men play host to the number 5 seed McPherson College Bulldogs. I'm Casey Weeder, joined by Bob Johnson as the Braves come in with a record of 26-5. They finished first in the KCAC, 19-5. McPherson 21-10, 15-9 in the KCAC. And we'll go on and get you the starting lineup for the McPherson College Bulldogs. At guard will be number 0, Gage McCoy, a 6'6 junior from Lenexa, Kansas, a transfer from Cowley College. At guard, number 4, Trevon Shelvin, a 5'9 sophomore from Houston, Texas. At forward, number 11, Lawal Magad, a 6'5 senior from Tucson, Arizona, a transfer from Tohono O'odham Community College. He was second team All-KCAC. At forward, number 21, Frederick Watts, a 6'3 junior from Houston, Texas. And at guard number 35, Delvon Hightower, a 6'3 senior from Bakersfield, California, a transfer from West Hills Community College. He was honorable mention all-conference. They are coached by T.J. Eskelson in his first season. Assistant coaches Connor Carmen and Lewis Parker III. McPherson, 20 wins for the first time since 2011-2012. That year they went 33-4, won the KCAC and the KCAC tournament, went on to the Final Four. As we look at the starting lineup for your Ottawa University Braves, at guard number 0, Jaquan Daniels, a 6'4 junior from Columbus, Georgia. Daniels, a second-team all-conference player and a defensive first team all-conference. At guard number 3, Matt Baldy, a 6'1 senior from Olathe, Kansas. At guard number 10, Ryan Haskins, a 5'10 senior from Osage City. He was honorable mention on KCAC. At guard number 31, Jackson Mallory, a 6'2 junior from Lawrence, Kansas. And at forward number 35, Mason McDowell, a 6'7 junior from Paola. Aaron Siebenthal, the head coach, and his fifth season. Assistant coaches Phil McClintock, Jamie Baddish, Bruce Marshall, and Ron Keller. Student assistants Michael Douglas and Alex Blossom, as we'll bring in my color commentator for this evening, Bob Johnson. Started to fill up here in Wilson Fieldhouse. A contingent of McPherson fans here as well tonight.
Should be a great atmosphere for basketball here tonight, Casey. The student section, full voice, letting the Bulldogs know that they're not welcome here tonight, as they want the Braves to head to the finals. And if you have time, still some room available, get on out here. Otherwise, keep it on the radio or on the internet and listen to us broadcast here this evening.
This one of 2 semifinals as we look at the other matchup. Oklahoma Wesleyan, the 3 seed, will play host to Bethel College. That one starting at the exact same time. We'll keep you updated. As we know, we have a lot of McPherson fans tuning in tonight. We'll keep you updated on everything going on. The ladies' final already has been solidified. Avila and Sterling will head to Hartman Arena in Wichita for that one. Braves 22-20 all time in the KCAC tournament. First year of the tournament was 93-94. Conference tournament took the place of the District 10 tournament. The Braves and Bulldogs have only met twice in the KCAC tournament, with each team winning on its own floor. First meeting was February 24, 2000, a win in overtime for the Bulldogs, 85-82. The second meeting happening on February 21st, 2002 in Wilson Fieldhouse. OU won that game 67-58. The Braves are the regular season champions and looking to, for only the third time in program history, win both the regular season and the postseason. The last time that occurred was in 2002 when current softball head coach Jay Camp was on that staff. And Bob, this feels a lot like a final here tonight.
It certainly does. Everybody knows what's on the line. A trip down to Hartman Arena, and both teams ready to go here. And we are excited to bring you this one here tonight on 1220, 103.7 FM KOFO, KOFO.com. And so this one live and in living color.
McPherson red jerseys, red shorts, McPherson across the chest in white. Ottawa white jerseys, white shorts, outline in gold. As McDowell is going to jump it up against Luol Magat. Both teams winning on each other's floors in the regular season, separated by just 5 points. A 3-point win for the Bulldogs here and a 2-point win in McPherson by the Braves. And Ottawa will win the tip, and they will go from right to left on the radio dial here in the first half.
McPherson setting up in a zone there early on, Casey.
McDowell with it up high. Will leave it in the hands of Mallory. Haskins in the short corner. Step back 3 from Ryan. Good. And Ottawa off and running.
That was a key 3-pointer right there, Casey.
19:31 left first half. 3-0 Ottawa leads McPherson. We saw Kansas Wesleyan try a zone on the Braves a couple weeks ago. Didn't work out well. Hightower for 3 off the front rim. Long rebound saved by Gage McCoy. And then he's able to track it down to the right corner. Second chance opportunities are going to be so key tonight. Magat all the way to the bucket. Layup's good.
What a beautiful job there to split the defense and bring the Bulldogs within a point with just over a minute gone.
Mallory going to throw it out of bounds. Was looking for Haskins, who was cutting back door. Braves first turnover of the night. McPherson with a chance to take their first lead, and we're going to have a foul called on Jackson Mallory as Hightower was dribbling baseline.
Might see this one be a little tighter call in the first half than what we saw on Thursday night with the game against York. They really let them play in that first half.
Only 17 fouls in that first half. The inbound will come from Shelvin as Hightower fell down. Kick it out to McCoy on the right wing, takes the 3 on the wing. Off the mark, long rebound into the hands of Mallory for Ottawa. He'll find Haskins near midcourt. Haskins driving, spinning, looking to get to the basket, goes off the glass. Shot's no good as he was trying to drive on Shelvin. Hightower the other way. Mallory will guard him. This is a tough ask for Jackson Mallory. Shelvin, step back 3 on the way off the front rim. Rebound by McDowell.
Braves looking to up the tempo here early on, Casey. They're wanting to run the Bulldogs ragged.
Daniels on the right wing. Step backs into a 3 on the wing, long, and a rebound for McPherson.
Coach Siebenthal wants the Braves to move the ball a little bit better. That seemed to be a waste of possession.
Down low is McGott on the baseline. Shot's blocked right back at him, and then a second time, and he's going to be called for the travel. Instead, they call a jump ball, which will give McPherson possession.
Great job there by Jaquan Daniels on the defensive side. About 2-3 blocks in a row, was able to get the jump ball. So the Bulldogs now reset baseline.
McGott, right corner, finds Hightower at the elbow. Jab step, looking to drive on Mallory. Inside turnaround for Hightower. Long rebound by Mallory for the Braves.
Mallory got juked, but he was able, it was not a good shot.
Daniel inside on the tree. Bucket's good, and the foul. And we'll see if that goes on either McGott. It is on McGott, his first personal.
That's the Braves' first field goal in just under 2 minutes, Casey.
Well, we went 5 minutes without a field goal in the matchup last Saturday before we got on a tear offensively. Daniels finishes the three-point play, and Ottawa goes up 6-2. 17:40 left first half. Sheldon, who made 6 threes in the second half last Saturday. McCoy, right wing, in the lane, all the way to the basket. Layup's good, and no one there for Ottawa to meet him. They ran the dribble weave, and Ottawa with a bad matchup that time.
Defense got flat-footed as he was able to split it.
McDowell picks up his dribble after some fancy dribbling. Now he's in trouble. Backdoor cut by Daniels. He kicks it. Ball's loose. He'll save it. Back up top to McDowell. Looks to go by McGott. Kicks it in the corner to Balde. Back to Daniels. Daniels spinning in the lane. Takes the contact. Still scores.
What a great job there by Jaquan Daniels. Forced the issue. McPherson didn't want to foul him. He was able to put it in with the right palm off the glass.
16:56 left first half. Braves lead at 8-4. Sheldon, hesitation. Still driving on Mallory. Turnaround jumper from 15 is good for him.
Wow, Sheldon again shaking the Braves out of their jock.
Mallory on the right wing, dribbles back to the middle of the floor. Coming off the screen, they find Haskins, who has McCoy on him at 6'7". So leave it in the short corner. McDowell's jumper from 7, long rebound into the hands of Hightower.
Not a bad shot, just couldn't make it fit for the Braves.
Mallory trying to stay with Hightower. His runner from 7 off the mark. And he'll leave it into the hands of McDowell out to Mallory. Braves still lead it by 2. 16-10 left first half. Balde for a 3 off the front rim. His first shot attempt of the night. Rebound for the Bulldogs.
I'd like to see the Braves move the ball a little bit more.
McCoy for 3 on the wing, good.
And that's the reason why right there. He gave the Bulldogs an opportunity to come down, a good look. And now the first lead of the night for McPherson.
Off the screen, Balde, as he's guarded by Fred Watts. In the corner finds Daniels. Screen set by McDowell. Ottawa, not a lot of movement offensively right now, just trying to go one-on-one. Kick it out to Balde. He goes by one defender. Right hand layup, good. As he got to the left side of the glass from the right elbow. And Ottawa regains the lead 10-9. McCoy again for 3 in the corner. This time it's long. Rebound by Mallory. McGott could have been called for a defensive foul for the push-off. Daniels will go the other way with it. Here comes Jaquan. Throws up a wild one. He's fouled. Looks like he might have rolled his ankle. He seems to be okay, though. And a foul called on McPherson as Daniels was trying to lay it in.
He was trying to get that shot up, knowing he was going to draw the contact. And he ends up going to the line to shoot 2. Daniels already has hit 1 free throw. Coming into the game, 65% from the free throw shooting strike.
Daniels already with 5 points tonight. Subs coming for both teams here shortly. Free throw not going to go for Daniels.
Braves have got to hit those. Those are going to be key here. Any chance you get at the free throw line.
Gerald Bowie, the Conference Player of the Year, will check in for the Braves. A 5'10" senior from Rome, Georgia. Andre Jackson, a 6'3" junior from Turner, Kansas. Kyle Patrick, the 6'7" senior from Hutchinson. Into the game for McPherson is Cameron Jenkins, Grant Munson, and Dorian Page. Checking out was McGott, as McCoy will stay on the floor. Second free throw good for Daniels. Ottawa's lead at 11-9. Haskins will guard Cameron Jenkins. Jumper for Munson, long. Rebound by Bowie. Is Page right on his back on the rebound. Ball is loose. Page is going to save it. Might have traveled. Ball is still loose. Stolen away by McCoy, and here comes McPherson. McCoy, without numbers, picks up his dribble. Pass going to be stolen away by Bowie, and he's going to find Daniels the other way. Daniels, a lot of contact, and he's fouled again. As McCoy caught him on the arm.
And Braves got to continue to find that pressure down low into the paint. Jaquan Daniels, not an issue, bringing the intensity, picks up the foul, and he's going to the line to shoot two.
First free throw for Jaquan, good. Haskins will check out. Joe Johnson III will come in on the floor for the Braves. Johnson III, Daniels, Jackson, Bowie, and Patrick. Jenkins, Page, Watt, Munson, and McCoy on the floor for the Bulldogs. Second for Daniels, good. Ottawa goes up by 4, 13-9, and Jackson's actually going to defend the inbound. And it'll make it to Page wearing those highlighter yellow sneakers yet again.
Fantastic looking kicks on the man there. McPherson looking to move it inside.
Watts inside, kicks it in the corner out to McCoy. Another three on the way for him, good, and that's the second one of the night for Gage McCoy. McPherson made 10 threes against Ottawa in the first matchup and 10 in the second matchup. Patrick looking right side, finds Jackson, who had 0 points last Saturday. Down low they find Kyle Patrick, backing in with 12 on the shot clock. Kyle Patrick, step back jumper from 7, hits rim, that's it. Long rebound out in the hands of Cameron Jenkins. Players falling to the floor for both teams. They'll leave it with Watts, right side McCoy, three-pointer on the way for him. He's fouled by Daniels, taking the three, and McCoy to the line for 3. Big smile on his face.
I think he knows that maybe he got lucky on that one. Not a lot of contact. It was well after the shot that the whistle was blown there.
McCoy will shoot 2, who's got 8 points. Officially get into double digits here. And that's one of the things in that first matchup, Bob. The bench scoring was only 1 point difference. Ottawa usually able to get a 25, 30-point lead on bench scoring. A lot of it came from McCoy, who started this game tonight in place of Grant Munson, who started last Saturday. So C.J. Eskelson making a change in the starting lineup tonight has paid off as Munson's made the first 2, and he'll make the third.
Bulldogs now on a 6-0 run here in the last 30 seconds.
Bowie able to break the trap. Ottawa goes the other way with it. Bowie inside, double clutch layup, good with the left hand.
That shows you the magic that Daryl Bowie has. He was able to take on 2 defenders and put it in.
Page for 3, off the mark. Rebound in the hands of Joe Johnson III. Ottawa with numbers going the other way. Joe out to Bowie. Little hesitation from Daryl. Kicks it in the corner. Patrick looking for Jackson down low. Never saw it, and it's a 3-on-1 break for McPherson. Layup's no good. Rebound by McCoy goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Braves. And Daniels has to feel lucky not to pick up his second foul.
Yeah, I would agree with you on that one. But you got to like the hustle out of the Braves on that one. The defense to knock it out of play. Bulldogs are going to want to make the Braves pay, though, after that turnover.
And Ottawa, another chance. Ottawa's going to go small as they'll bring in Mallory for Daniels. Runner from Jenkins off the mark. Gets his own rebound. Putback is good. And McPherson brings in Magat in a massive size differential right now on the floor for Ottawa, which requires them to box out on the defensive end.
What a great job there by McPherson.
Johnson the third, little hesitation, goes baseline, spins back the other way. Pass to the left side, Jackson corrals it. With 14 on the shot clock, spinning back, then kicks it back out to Bowie with 10 on the shot clock. Braves trail 17, 15, 13 minutes left in the first. Bowie, a little hesitation, gets to the elbow, gets through. His runner is not going to go. Rebound by Munson. A lot of standing around by Ottawa offensively right now. Dorian Page will leave it to Munson. His jumper from 20 on the way off the front rim. Rebound by Patrick. And here comes Joe Johnson the other way. Three-pointer from Joe Long. Not even a single pass on that possession by the Braves.
Wasted opportunity there for Ottawa. Down by 2. This Bulldog team very dangerous. Can't let them get a lot of confidence here.
Page, a step back 3 on the way, good. And McPherson finds themselves 5 of 6 from 3. My apologies, make that 3 of 7. I was looking at free throws that time. Ball's loose. Johnson saves it. Goes through the hands of Patrick, and a turnover on Ottawa as they trail by 5, and they're going to get a timeout.
11-2 run by McPherson right now, Casey, since the 14:33 mark of the first half.
We'll take a break. You're listening to Ottawa University Braves basketball on KOFO.
To win at sports, you must focus on your strategy as the game changes. And the same is true of investments. Ryan Henningsen, your Edward Jones financial advisor, can help. Call 785-242-1088 or stop by 502 South Cedar in Ottawa. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC.
Great Life Golf and Fitness is a proud supporter of OU Braves basketball, and they support you in your goal to live and play better. The Great Life state-of-the-art fitness facility in downtown Ottawa is accessible 24 hours a day. Find out more by visiting greatlifegolf.com. Proud to be your golf and fitness community partner, Great Life Golf and Fitness.
Welcome back. McPherson leading at 20-15. 12:09 left first half. Braves just 7 of 20, says 5 of 12 where I'm at. McPherson 7 of 20, but they've made 3 threes. And they have the basketball out of the timeout. 12:04 remaining first half. Page up top for Jenkins. Falling down is Joe Johnson, the third. Wide open look for Jenkins. No good. Rebound pulled down by McPherson, but Ottawa somehow comes away with it. Bowie out on the wing. Driving, gets in the lane. Left-hand layup's not going to go. Long rebound tipped out near midcourt, and there's Mallory to pick it up for the Braves.
Darryl Bowie was really trying to get that one to go, maybe pick up the foul. Just spun around the cylinder and popped out. Now Ottawa resets.
Down low, they'll find Patrick. They're going to double-team him. Picks up his dribble, kicks it up to Joe with 3 on the shot clock. Patrick, wide open corner 3 on the way. Long ball sits in the air. It'll be Bowie that comes away with it, and Ottawa gets their third opportunity on this possession.
That's one thing McPherson has done a great job tonight, Casey. On the other side is the offensive boards. The Braves have got to do a better job.
Patrick backing in the short corner, gets in the lanes, goes over the top. Good, it hits the backboard. Then the cylinder and drops in.
Almost 3 minutes since the Braves had got a field goal before that one.
Page to the right wing. Jackson will stay with him. Off the screen, Cameron Jenkins left open at the volleyball line. Doesn't take the 3 this time. Pass right side, stolen away by Mallory as he drives on McCoy. Layup's going to go in the foul. And that'll be the second on Gage McCoy.
What a big bucket there by Jackson Mallory. First of all, great position to get the steal and then take on the defender. Straight to the cylinder, pick up the foul, and he's going with the hoop and the harm to the line.
Well, Gage McCoy, Bob, has been out there for all 9 minutes and 16 seconds of this first half. He'll finally get a sub as Rivers came in. But that's a tough break for McCoy, who was going to get a sub. Instead commits the foul, and that's the 4th team foul on the Bulldogs. And we'll see Josh Rivers into the game for McPherson, the 5'10" sophomore from Midwest City, Oklahoma. Starters for the Braves back in. McDowell, Daniels, Haskins. Mallory misses the free throw as the Braves stay down by 1. Balde and Mallory.
Well, so far the 2 free throw shooters for Ottawa, their season-long percentage in the 60% range.
Page, little hesitation, goes right by Balde, floats and scores from 7.
What a beautiful floating shot there. That thing hung in the air forever. The Bulldogs pick up the bucket.
Daniels kicks it right side. They're going to call the blocking foul as he's lucky not to be called for the charge. Munson stepped in on him. But that is the 5th team foul already on McPherson for Munson, his first personal. As Ottawa trails 22-19, 10:23 left first half.
Well, I think Ottawa catches a break there, Casey. But I also believe that you're going to see that maybe go the other way here next time, too.
Trying to decide who it's on. It is on Munson. Inbound will be by Mallory to the right of the Ottawa basket. Inbound finds Daniels. Ryan Haskins still. They are face guarding him the whole way around the floor. He has not been able to get an open look yet. Gets over to the right wing, goes right. That ball is kicked, no whistle. Magott will go the other way with it. Magott driving right side, shots blocked, but a whistle and a foul call, but that's on Daniels, his 2nd.
2 Braves going after the ball there.
5th turnover on Ottawa.
They're going to call that one, Casey, on Mason McDowell.
Big break for Daniels. First personal on Mason McDowell. 3rd team foul on the Braves. Magott's free throw good.
Casey Magott on the season. He's a 71% free throw shooter.
McPherson looking to tie their largest lead of the game here with a make by Magat. Goes with the staggered stance, has that front leg right at the line and then the back leg about 3 steps behind it, and it seems to work for the big man from Arizona. 24-19 the lead for McPherson. 10 minutes left in the first. Haskins down low, Mallory open corner three, yes! Great job feeding the ball, finding the open man in the short corner. And Mallory taking advantage of being left wide open. Page for three, off the front rim. McDowell losing the handle, and it's going to go out of bounds off the arm of McDowell, but it was Munson trying to save it.
Now the officials are going to talk it over here. I believe it did go off of a McPherson Bulldog player and go out of bounds.
It is going to be Ottawa basketball. And McDowell has to feel lucky, Bob. That's twice he's had the ball. But when you've got a taller player on you, you've got to find a way to keep it high. Too many times he brings it low down to his legs and lets some of these guards from McPherson get into him.
Well, McPherson has done a great job of picking pockets here tonight. Braves have got to be very sure-handed here this evening.
And again, Haskins double teamed out on the wing. They'll kick it left side to Balde. Lob it down to McDowell. He's hit on the arm, goes right by one defender. Layup's not going to go. And again, he was expecting some contact, and Daniels picks up his second foul 90 feet from the basket.
Not a good foul there. No, they're going to call it on McDowell, Casey.
Oh, he'll pick up his second. Still a big loss, though, as they are going to have to bring Kyle Patrick off the bench. Fred Watts and Shelvin return for McPherson.
Unfortunately, I think McDowell thought too much on that shot there, Casey. He had a great opportunity for the easy put-in. I mean, it doesn't take much for him to just put his hands up and put it in. Just took a little too long and thought a little too much.
Magat left open on the wing, but he'll shoot the three off the front rim, rebound by Patrick, and Ottawa will let him shoot that all night. But so far, every shot that they've taken looks like it's going to go in.
Well, Ottawa's got to get a man out there and do a little bit better defensively.
Patrick trying to drive inside, goes by one, layup. No good, but they're going to call a charge on Patrick anyways. And Kyle will pick up his first personal, and Bowie will return for the Braves. And right now, bench scoring in favor of McPherson, 7-4.
Well, Ottawa and McPherson right now finding a little bit of disjointedness here as we get into the latter stages of this first half.
Bulldogs lead it by 2, 8:44 left first half. Three-pointer straight away good, and hitting that one is Shelvin. McPherson 1 of 9 in the first half last week. They went 7 of 14 in the second half. Up to a 5-point lead again, ties their largest lead. Haskins trying to clear some space, gets it out. Patrick wide open three, it's off the mark. He's missed his first 2 of the night. McPherson with a chance to take their largest lead of the game with a bucket here. Magat inside, takes the contact, kicks it left side, it's up top to Page. Page leaves it inside to Watts. Watts backing in, throws it up high, misses everything. Ball's down low, and they call a jump ball, which will give Ottawa possession as it came down between Daniels and Magat.
Casey, I think if I'm Ottawa, I'm trying to continue to work that ball, taking those three-pointers and trying to match the Bulldogs right now. I don't know that that's a good idea. You've got to get some points up there. This game still plenty of time, but Bulldogs getting a lot of momentum right now.
Definitely playing at their pace right now. Bowie driving by Page, loses the handle, has to dribble back in the corner, takes the three in the corner, good.
That's a big one right there.
Raises in 2 at 27-25, 7:44 left first half. Page leaves it with Shelvin, thought about the three, gets in the lane, pass inside, stolen away, and here comes Daniels the other way with it. Daniels steps through, hit on the arm, no whistle. Rebound by Magat as Shelvin cut him off. We'll kick it right side, Shelvin for three on the wing, it's off the front rim. Rebound by Daniels, he goes behind the back with a nice move, kicks it out to Balde, his layup's not gonna go. Putback's no good either by Daniels. Somehow he takes it away from 3 Bulldogs. Patrick looking to go by Page, takes it right wing to Daniels with 13 on the shot clock.
Braves will slow it down right here, and a good idea.
Daniels spinning in the lane, floats to get it to go as we're tied at 27. Jaquan Daniels has 10 in the first half.
Great job by the Braves to get the offensive board reset, find a good shot, and tie the game up.
Page out to the right wing, Ottawa on a 5-0 run. Off the screen, they'll find Rivers. He goes by Bowie. Kick it back up top to Watts. Right side, Page for three. Again, long. Rebound by Patrick. Ottawa has numbers going the other way if they push. Haskins out on the right wing. Takes the three on the wing. Yes, sir!
Huge three-pointer there. Haskins with a dagger to give the Braves a three-point lead. The Braves were quick to move.
Pick and roll coming for Page. Works off two screens. Ottawa switches. At Daniels guard him. Picks up his dribble. Looks right side out to Rivers. 10 on the shot clock. Rivers pick and roll. Ottawa will switch. Rivers by Balde in the lane, floats, goes off the glass. Tough shot.
What a beautiful job there.
And Ottawa got the inbound, but they give the timeout to McPherson. It's a full timeout. Ottawa leads it 30-29, 6:09 left first half. You're listening to Braves basketball on KOFO.
It's never too late to become who you're supposed to be. However, sometimes you may need a little help. Ottawa University can get you there. Their faculty and staff are dedicated to preparing graduates for a lifetime of significance. With dozens of degree programs, including accounting, engineering, human services, and marketing, as well as graduate degrees in business administration and education, Ottawa University will prepare you for whatever or whoever you want to be. Don't wait. Get started today. Find out more by visiting online at ottawa.edu.
To win at sports, you must focus on your strategy as the game changes. The same is true of investments. Ryan Henningsen, your Edward Jones financial advisor, can help. Call 785-242-1088 or stop by 502 South Cedar in Ottawa. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC.
The City of Ottawa makes it easy for you to stay informed and be part of your community by visiting their website, ottawaks.gov. You can sign up for city alerts and city news, report an issue you'd like to see taken care of, even pay your bill online. It's where the city and citizens come together online at ottawaks.gov.
Braves lead it by 130-29. Braves 4 of 8 from 3. McPherson 4 of 14, but Gage McCoy, Bob, what a start for him. He's got 10 and came into the game to start. He's usually off the bench, but have to give McPherson credit making some changes in the starting lineup, and it's paid off for TJ Eskilson's team so far.
Oh, absolutely. You've got to like what McPherson has shown here so far this evening. They have had the lead, the Braves and the Bulldogs trading the lead back and forth.
McPherson going with a full court pressure on Bowie as they'll have Rivers guard him. This worked in that first matchup, but Bowie was able to get the best of Page and Rivers off the bench last Saturday as he scored 26. Jackson down low, and they're going to call an offensive foul as he went into the body of Watts, and I'm not sure what was there, to be quite honest with you.
I think they're going to call the lower the shoulder and the bump on that one.
Well, when your shoulder goes up to the, not even the chest of the other player, that's a pretty tough call.
It's a tough call, but they're calling it a little tight here so far in the first half.
16 foul on the Braves, 5 on the Bulldogs. Backdoor cut's going to find Hightower. He's going to be called for the travel. Nice job by Patrick to come over with the backside help defense that time.
Great job there. Force the mistake. You get the ball back, no harm done on the mistake that you previously had.
And McPherson, again, showing the press, and then they'll just have someone guard the ball the length of the floor. Joe Johnson will bring it up this time for the Braves. Pass left side is going to go out of bounds. As Andre Jackson, that's not on the same page right now.
No, that's the second time tonight we've seen that happen where a pass was going to him and he was paying no attention.
8th turnover on the Braves. McPherson with just 4.
You've got to cut those turnovers down, Casey. McPherson will make you pay.
Hightower down low to Magat. He works on Patrick, goes baseline, kicks it in the corner. Rivers for 3. It's off the mark. Rebound by Haskins as he takes it away from Magat. Goes with the length of the floor, and Darrell's going to kick it out of bounds. 9th turnover.
Braves force that one. I know that they want to move quickly, Casey, but I'd rather you not have that turnover and bring it up a little bit slower, a little more control, and try to get something to happen. Casey, an update for you in the other semifinal. Bethel 25-21 in front of Oklahoma Wesleyan.
Pass right side finds Watt. He scored 17 last Saturday. Kick it right side. McCoy looked like he shuffled his feet. Ball's loose. Ottawa dives for it. Still on the floor. McCoy's going to pick it up with 10 on the shot clock. He'll swing it left side out to Shelvin. Shelvin thought about the 3. He's going to travel.
Mental error there, Casey. Great job by the Braves defense. Haskins came out after him as he looked like he was going to take that deep 3. Forced him to move his feet.
3 of the last 4 McPherson possessions have turned into turnovers. Her 5th of the night. 4:45 left first half. Braves 30. McPherson 29. They'll kick it up to Patrick. Guarded by McCoy. He'll leave it with Bowie. Bowie off one screen. Guarded by McCoy. Takes the deep three off the front rim. And it's no good. Rebound by Shelvin.
Braves clinging to that 1-point lead. Would have liked to see a little bit more offense on that one.
Shelvin will be guarded by Haskins. Magott steps out, sets the screen. Kick it up top. Watts for three straight away. Long. Rebound by Magott. He'll go back up with it and earn the foul. And 2 free throws. And Kyle Patrick picks up his second, and both of Ottawa's bigs in foul trouble.
Not a good thing right there, Casey. You cannot have them both in trouble.
Magott with 4 points, 8 boards in the first half.
That was McPherson's 6th offensive board of the evening.
Noel Magott, 2 of 2 from the foul line this evening. His first one good.
Crowd cheering him on, trying to get in his head, but you're not going to do that with a player of his caliber.
Patrick checks out, McDowell into the game. But he's got 2 fouls as well, Bob. And Daniels also with 2. So the small guys for the Braves have got to box out. As the size definitely in favor of McPherson right now, and so is the lead at 31-30. 4:10 left first half. Johnson III on the left wing for Bowie. Bowie in the lane, kicks it left side, almost throws it out of bounds as McDowell had left. McDowell looks to go by Magott. Spinning right side. McDowell floating, scoring from 6.
Nice little hook there by McDowell. Good movement for the big man.
3:50 left first half. Braves 32, Bulldogs 31. Shelvin. They'll go down low. And a reach-in foul, and back to the free throw line go the Bulldogs. As Johnson III was trying to go for the steal, and he picks up his first personal.
You know, you've got to kind of figure out when's the right time and the right place to go after it. Unfortunately, caught out of position.
We'll see Delvon Hightower to shoot 2. Or my apologies, the 1-and-1 as he hits the first.
Casey coming in here. Hightower, 62% free throw shooter.
Both free throws good. McPherson, 8 of 8 from the foul line. Here comes Haskins the other way. Has someone on him. His layup's going to go as he goes over McCoy, who might have stepped over the line on the inbound. The officials look like they didn't see it. Big break for the Bulldogs. Could have been a turnover. Both teams trading baskets on the last 3 possessions. Johnson gets hit with a screen as it looked like it was moving. Magott from straight away works right side out to Hightower. His 3 on the wing good.
What a great shot. Hands in his face. Puts it up and in against the Bulldogs, a 2-point lead.
Haskins right wing, still hangs on to the dribble. Looking right side, he finds Joe Johnson III. Joe, crossover dribble, trying to go by Gage McCoy. Little hesitation from Joe. Gets by one defender, now he's in trouble with 10 on the shot clock. Haskins back up to midcourt to Darrell. He's guarded by Shelvin. Darrell, crossover, gets to the wing, 3-pointer on the way, off the mark, and it's been a tough half for Darrell. As Bowie only with 5, 2 of 6 from the floor. Shelvin, down low to Magott. His jumper from 7, good.
7-2 run right now for the Bulldogs.
2:30 left first half. Bulldogs up by 4. Johnson III works to the wing. He finds Andre Jackson. Jackson drills between the legs. He's guarded by Hightower. Layup's going to go.
Great job there, deciding to take on the defender. Goes one-on-one from the right side of the block.
Ottawa can't get a foul to save their life, Bob. They've gone without a foul for the last 8.5 minutes.
There's been a lot of contact out there, too.
Hightower's going to be guarded by Bowie. Major mismatch. We'll see if he tries to drive on him. He will. Gets to the short corner, takes the runner, foul, and the bucket. And it's been the same official that for some reason feels like he has to make a statement here early on, and he can't even get, Coach Siebenthal can't even get him to come over to the scores table to talk to him. But the and one opportunity here for Delvon Hightower. McDowell will check out. 19 foul on the Braves. Foul goes on Andre Jackson, his first personal. McCoy will check out. Page will come in.
Coach Siebenthal trying to get an explanation, not understanding how that foul was called.
Hightower completes the 3-point play, and it's up to a 5-point lead, again tying their largest of the first half. Jackson will cross midcourt as he drives on McGott. Leaves it with Daniels in the left corner. Right-hand dribble on the left wing. He'll go in the corner to Jackson. Jackson up top to Daniels. Trying to go pick and roll, can't get it to him. Instead goes to Haskins left corner. He's got the Highland triangle in the left corner. Ottawa with 8 seconds finds Bowie on the arrowhead. Bowie with 4 seconds. Hightower will stay with him. Bowie in the lane, right-hand layup, not going to go. Jack Daniels' offensive rebound is good.
Great job there. Needed a bucket there desperately.
1:15 left first half, 41-38 Bulldogs. They are shooting 38%, but are 5 of 17 from 3. Page up top to Shelvin, passes, tips, ball's loose. It's on the floor. They'll find Jackson. He'll take the contact, and they're going to call an offensive foul on Andre Jackson. Wow. And that is the 10th team foul on Ottawa.
I am not sure where that was.
And the contact created by Page, and goodness gracious.
Wow, that is an unbelievable call.
So Jackson will check out now. He picks up his second. Braves have 3 players with 2 fouls right now. 1 minute left first half, 41-38, McPherson with the lead. Page left wing. They'll go to Hightower in the short corner. Off the screen is Shelvin for a 3. It's off the mark. Mallory had the rebound, and they're going to call over the back on McGott, his second. And Ottawa, that might have been a makeup foul, Bob, as I didn't see a whole lot there.
No, I think you're right on that one. The official who called the offensive foul now over here to talk to Steve, maybe.
McGott will have to check out. Watts will come in.
Trying to listen into the conversation here, Casey.
Talking about dinner plans later, I guess. Mallory to inbound, finds Ball Day as he has to come back and get it. They're going to deny Bowie the length, and they're going to give a warning to Stiebenthal, which doesn't really do a whole lot, I guess.
It stops momentum. That was just really...
Actually, it helps Ottawa as they look like they were in trouble in the backcourt. Inbound will go to Bowie. It's stolen away, but it goes out of bounds, and Ottawa will only have 6 seconds to get across half court. He's at 26 with 43.5 remaining in the first. Mallory will inbound it for the Braves. Goes to Bowie, and he's got to work quickly. 4 seconds to get across, and he will.
Double screen to spare there, Casey.
Double screen set for Bowie. They'll step out with Shelvin, and he's going to earn the foul 30 feet from the basket.
McPherson really trying to be aggressive and step out, especially on Bowie. But it seems like that's been a plan, is to maybe have someone hiding behind that first screen to maybe step out and cause the disruption, which has worked at times.
1-and-1, Carroll to the line. First one's good as he earns the second. Second on the way for Bowie is going to go.
I think Shelvin is trying to say that either Bowie was kind of sold a little bit more, or
for that flop warning. Here's Page guarded by Bowie. Works to the left front court in the hands of Hightower. Still guarded by Darrell. And Darrell gets back up. They'll kick it left side. Shelvin goes baseline, leaves it up top. Going by him is Hightower, and a reaching foul will be called on Haskins with 10.7 remaining in the first half.
They're going to give a flop warning on Darrell. Darrell Bowie's going to pick up a flop warning on that one.
Haskins picks up his second. Free throw going to go. It's everything going in for the Bulldogs in the first half as they're 11 of 11, Bob.
Well, trying to listen in to see what the Bulldogs coach, Eskelinson,
they're asking if it's a personal foul on that initial flop warning, which it isn't. Free throw no good. Rebound by Mallory, who's in trouble. He'll go the other way, but they don't find Bowie with 6 seconds left in the half. Darrell, up and under, layup's no good. Ball's loose. Ball they put back, no good either, and that's going to do it for the first half as Ottawa will trail by 2, 42-40.
A lot of contact there, Casey, on that shot. Nothing called.
In the KCAC semifinals, we'll take a timeout. You're listening to Ottawa University Braves basketball on KOFO.
It's never too late to become who you're supposed to be. However, sometimes you may need a little help. Ottawa University can get you there. Their faculty and staff are dedicated to preparing graduates for a lifetime of significance. With dozens of degree programs, including accounting, engineering, human services, and marketing, as well as graduate degrees in business administration and education, Ottawa University will prepare you for whatever or whoever you want to be. Don't wait. Get started today. Find out more by visiting online at ottawa.edu.
Great Life Golf and Fitness is a proud supporter of OU Braves basketball, and they support you in your goal to live and play better. The Great Life state-of-the-art fitness facility in downtown Ottawa is accessible 24 hours a day. Find out more by visiting greatlifegolf.com. Proud to be your golf and fitness community partner, Great Life Golf and Fitness.
The City of Ottawa makes it easy for you to stay informed and be part of your community by visiting their website, ottawaks.gov. You can sign up for city alerts and city news, report an issue you'd like to see taken care of, even pay your bill online. It's where the city and citizens come together online at ottawaks.gov.
Back here in Wilson Fieldhouse, McPherson leading Ottawa at halftime, 42-40. As both teams really went back and forth most of the half, neither team leading by more than 5, which was the Bulldogs. Braves led by as many as 4 early on, but right now, really playing at McPherson's tempo.
Yeah, that is absolutely the truth there. McPherson has come in with a great game plan here tonight, Casey, and you knew they would, as they've got something they want to prove too, as they want to get to the conference tournament finals, and they have picked up a lot of momentum. Braves have just not been able to find a way to get a little of the space between themselves and the Bulldogs.
Timeouts in that first half at the 12:09 mark. And really no stoppages for the first 8 minutes. There was some stoppages, of course, for fouls, as we ended up, I believe, with well over 20 fouls that first half, Bob. But at the 12:09 mark, McPherson led 20-18, and at that point, head coach Aaron Siebenthal had seen enough to take a timeout. McPherson in the midst of an 11-2 run. Ottawa responded, took that 30-29 lead at the 6:09 mark of the first half off of Ryan Haskins' three-pointer, and timeout called by McPherson. As Ottawa at that point 4 of 8 from 3, McPherson 4 of 14, and we end at the end of the first half 42-40. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll look at first half stats. You're listening to Ottawa University Braves basketball on KOFO.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, Protect My Car is announcing a low-cost extended service plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay nothing for auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay nothing for auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-610-9060 now. Drivers who are covered by Protect My Car will not have to pay for a covered repair bill again. This auto coverage is at an all-time low, much lower than what dealerships are charging. Additionally, drivers who activate this auto coverage today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and free car rental at no additional cost. Call Protect My Car for your free quick quote today. 800-610-9060. 800-610-9060. What do you have to lose? Again, 800-610-9060.
Paid non-attorney spokesperson. Attention! If you've had hernia surgery and have experienced complications such as chronic pain, infection, wound reopening, mesh migration, bowel obstruction, need revision surgery, or other complications, you may be entitled to significant cash compensation. Hernia repair surgery is common and requires a mesh product to be implanted inside your body. In May of 2016, the manufacturer of a popular hernia mesh product issued a mandatory global recall due to product defects. If you've had hernia surgery and have experienced complications, you may be entitled to significant cash compensation. Call the Hernia Mesh Helpline now at 800-245-7941. Our experienced attorneys will fight to get you the compensation you deserve. You pay nothing unless we get a recovery in your favor. Time is limited to file a claim, so call the Hernia Mesh Helpline now, 800-245-7941. Operators are standing by 24/7. Call 800-245-7941. That's 800-245-7941.
Welcome back as Ottawa trails McPherson at the end of one, 42-40. As we will look at first half stats for McPherson, Gage McCoy leads the way, 11 points, 2 boards for him. And he actually picked up his second foul just with about 6 minutes left in the first half. Had to go to the bench. Trayvon Shelvin, 5 points, 2 assists, but he does have 3 turnovers. Luol Magat, 8 points, 9 boards. And Bob, right now, he seems to be the X factor, giving McPherson those second chance opportunities. They've taken a lot of threes as they're 5 of 18, but they've been able to get those rebounds and get to the foul line.
They have 6 big offensive rebounds in that first half, Casey, and it's allowed that Bulldog offense to really take apart the Braves at times. But something else that has also helped are that 10 turnovers by Ottawa University, which has given plenty of opportunities for the Bulldogs to get some extra possession.
Well, we told head coach T.J. Eskelson that his second leading scorer would have no points in the first half, and he would be up by 2 points. I think he would have signed on that one. Fred Watts, no points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, and 1 steal in 15 minutes. Delvon Hightower, though, able to pick up the slack, 9 points and 3 boards. Dorian Page, 5 points and a rebound. Josh Rivers, 2 points. Cameron Jenkins with 2 points and 2 rebounds in 6 minutes. McPherson, 37% overall as they were 13 of 35, 5 of 18 from 3, 11 of 12 from the free throw line as they missed their final free throw of the first half. As honestly, Bob, it just feels like very similar to that first matchup. McPherson kind of playing at their own speed, and Ottawa just not able to match size for size out on the floor. And when you give up offensive rebounds and let the crowd get taken out of the game at the foul line, you've got to try and pick it up in other areas.
Well, here, to me, Casey, is the key stat of the first half. 2 assists by Ottawa University. The Braves will not win a ball game and will not have a lead in the ball game with just 2 assists. They've traded back and forth. Yes, I get that. But when this team is getting somewhere between 15 to 20 assists a ball game, and you have 2 in the first half, that is unacceptable. Braves have wasted a lot of opportunities out there on offense, and that's a key stat right there that will be a difference with the Bulldogs if they win here tonight.
Looking at leading scorer for the Braves, Jaquan Daniels, 12 points in 12 minutes, 1 assist, 3 blocks, 5 boards, but those 2 fouls saw him on the bench for the majority of that first half. Ryan Haskins finished with 8 points and a rebound, 1 steal in 15 minutes. Jackson Mallory, 5 points, 5 boards. Mason McDowell, 2 points, 2 rebounds. Gerald Bowie, 7 points and 2 boards, but only 2 of 8 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3. Andre Jackson with 2. Kyle Patrick with 2 and 5 boards. Ottawa 44% from the floor, 4 of 10 from 3, 6 of 8 from the foul line. Ottawa winning fast break points 11 to 3. Points in the paint surprisingly in favor of Ottawa, 22 to 8, but at the same time you got to think free throws as well for McPherson. So if you add those 11 in, it's really only a 3-point deficit. Bench points in favor of Ottawa, 11 to 9. And what we talked about, Bob, in the pregame was bench points were a key, and the ability to keep McPherson off the offensive glass, and Ottawa did neither of those in the first half.
Did not do a good job either way. But again, when you're fighting a size differential, you've got to find a way to bring them down to your side. You've got to find a way to play smarter, play harder. The question I have to ask is, was the intensity that the Braves were playing, the fast break, trying to get out there, are they trying to maybe wear this Bulldog team out for the second half?
Well, you've got a Bulldog team, Bob, that is chock full of upperclassmen. Dorian Page, a senior. Luol Magat, a senior. Grant Munson, a senior. Fred Watts, a junior, who's been here for all 3 years. Delvin Hightower, a senior. So this is a team which, you think of the Spider-Man meme, Bob, very similar to what Ottawa had a year ago. They remind me a lot of the team Ottawa had a year ago in the fact that they had the length and the size and all of those things. The issue at times with McPherson is they go through spouts where they get frustrated. Luol Magat, as we saw, could have picked up a technical when he got his second foul. And that's what happened a week and a half ago against K-Dub when they let missed shots affect them on the defensive end. But they have played almost perfect defense. And what makes them different is all 5 guys on the floor can defend all 5 guys for Ottawa, which is usually a problem for other teams.
That is definitely going to be a problem for other teams. But one of the things about the Bulldogs, too, you talk about the seniors, but they've got a lot of experience playing high levels, a lot of community college transfers and other college transfers on this Bulldog squad. So they know they know how to play at a high level.
We'll take a timeout. When we come back, we'll look at that Oklahoma Wesleyan Bethel score. You're listening to Ottawa University Braves basketball on KOFO.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, Protect My Car is announcing a low-cost extended service plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay nothing for auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay nothing for auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-610-9060 now. Drivers who are covered by Protect My Car will not have to pay for a covered repair bill again. This auto coverage is at an all-time low, much lower than what dealerships are charging. Additionally, drivers who activate this auto coverage today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and free car rental at no additional cost. Call Protect My Car for your free quick quote today. 800-610-9060. 800-610-9060. What do you have to lose? Again, 800-610-9060.
Paid non-attorney spokesperson. Attention! If you've had hernia surgery and have experienced complications such as chronic pain, infection, wound reopening, mesh migration, bowel obstruction, need revision surgery, or other complications, you may be entitled to significant cash compensation. Hernia repair surgery is common and requires a mesh product to be implanted inside your body. In May of 2016, the manufacturer of a popular hernia mesh product issued a mandatory global recall due to product defects. If you've had hernia surgery and have experienced complications, you may be entitled to significant cash compensation. Call the Hernia Mesh Helpline now at 800-245-7941. Our experienced attorneys will fight to get you the compensation you deserve. You pay nothing unless we get a recovery in your favor. Time is limited to file a claim, so call the Hernia Mesh Helpline now, 800-245-7941. Operators are standing by 24/7. Call 800-245-7941. That's 800-245-7941.
Great Life Golf and Fitness is a proud supporter of OU Braves basketball, and they support you in your goal to live and play better. The Great Life state-of-the-art fitness facility in downtown Ottawa is accessible 24 hours a day. Find out more by visiting greatlifegolf.com. Proud to be your golf and fitness community partner, Great Life Golf and Fitness.
To win at sports, you must focus on your strategy as the game changes. The same is true of investments. Ryan Henningsen, your Edward Jones financial advisor, can help. Call 785-242-1088 or stop by 502 South Cedar in Ottawa. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC.
Sports, information, and entertainment in East Central Kansas. KOFO K279CS Ottawa, where keeping you informed comes first.
Back at Wilson Fieldhouse, this KCAC tournament semifinal has the McPherson Bulldogs up 42-40. Bob Johnson, Casey Weeder with you live from courtside, bringing you tonight's action here on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO. Also on KOFO.com. We want to take a quick second to thank some of our sponsors here this evening, including the Brave Sports title sponsor, Fusion Alley with Primetime Grill. Also, thank you to Great Life Golf and Fitness and Edward Jones representative Ryan Henningsen. Also, Ottawa University and the City of Ottawa. A great group of sponsors there helping you to bring this broadcast tonight on the air.
And Bob, looking at that other score, Oklahoma Wesleyan, the 3-seed trailing the 7-seed Bethel College at the break. Actually, that game just kicked off in the second half, so it's 32-28 in favor. So the two lower seeds right now leading, and both teams knowing Oklahoma Wesleyan probably has a good chance of getting in as an at-large, but the two teams leading right now knowing that if you lose tonight, you're done. That's a great point. Both teams who really need to get into the finals and really win this tournament to make have a chance at the national tournament. They're putting it all out there here tonight. Ottawa University is going to have to find a way to shut that down here in the second half. Bob, what's your biggest key to the second half if Ottawa wants to come away with a win?
Assist, assist, assist. You've got to share that ball. You've got to move that ball, and you've got to take care of that ball a whole heck of a lot better.
For me, it's got to be you got to get Mason McDowell going. 19 points for him on Thursday. Also had 3 assists, but sharing the basketball is key. Secondly, preventing offensive rebounds and trying to get the bigs in a little bit of foul trouble on the other side. And that comes with running the offense, I think, too, as Ottawa got away from really running anything resembling offense for much of that first half. We'll take a quick 30 when we come back. We'll actually, no, let's go and keep it here, Bob. Why take a break?
Why not?
We'll just take our sponsors one more time. Great Life Golf and Fitness, Edward Jones, Representative Ryan Henningsen, Ottawa University, the City of Ottawa, and of course our title sponsor, Fusion Alley with Primetime Grill. And don't forget that if you'd like to sponsor the Ottawa Braves broadcast going into the national tournament here in a couple weeks, you can do that. As you can reach out to our sales team and contact KOFO at 785-242-1220.
Be a part of history, another trip to the national tournament.
And McPherson, Bob, probably the most successful team really since 2000 in the KCAC. They made that Final Four trip in 2011-12, went to the Elite Eight one year. So and Eskelson was part of that group as he was with Schwarzentruber that entire period, so he knows how to win some games, as they've won 20 games for the first time since that 11-12 year.
And McPherson, to me, is one of the most underrated teams in this conference. So dangerous, so much talent.
Bulldogs ball to start the second half. Starting 5 for both squads. Watson inside. He'll throw it right to Ryan Haskins, and a turnover for the Bulldogs.
Great job there for Haskins to get into the right spot there. Also great for the Braves to maybe slow it down just a bit. Let's find your shot. Let's take your time, and let's be patient.
They're going to find McDowell at the free throw line. He'll back in on McGott. Leaves it for Daniels. His layup good on the no-look pass from McDowell. And Ottawa's tied at 42. Starters back on the floor for both teams. McCoy, Shelvin, McGott, Watts, Hightower, Daniels, Balde, Haskins, Mallory, McDowell for the Braves.
Great job to force the turnover and then make them pay.
Hightower all the way to the bucket, scores, and Ottawa has to decide if they're going to switch on the big man, as Haskins was trying to stay with him, but he can take that shot all night if he wants it.
Oh, beautiful move by Hightower from the right side of the block. Floats that one in.
As he goes into double figures with 11. Balde left side for Mallory. They'll bring it back to Matt. Crossover drill for him in the lane. Floats. He's fouled. Going to the bucket, and that's the third on McGott.
Well, here's something that we didn't see very often there is a foul against the Braves, especially in the second part of that first half, or against McPherson, excuse me. And so now the Braves are going to go to the line as Matt Balde takes his first trip to the free throw line.
Free throw for Matt, good.
Balde is a 71% free throw shooter on the season.
Braves 7 of 9 from the foul line. Second on the way for Balde, good. Knotted up again at 44, and I would expect it to be this way the remainder.
It's going to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker here at Wilson Fieldhouse.
Hightower off the screen, in the lane, kicks it right side to Shelvin. Shelvin, jab step, finds Hightower wide open three, in and out. Rebound tipped in the air, McDowell able to take it away. He'll throw it the length of the floor to find Daniel. He'll land at the right block and kick it back to Mallory. Mallory, crossover dribble, has Haskins wide open, corner three on the way, long. Rebound caught by Shelvin, and he'll push it the other way.
I know you want to try to get that big shot there, but I feel like the Braves could have worked the offense a little bit more.
Shelvin's three, good as he buries it from Wellsville.
And that's why you have to be very cautious with every possession there, Casey. McPherson can go down and shoot it from way downtown.
Down low, they'll go to McDowell. He backs in on McGott, spinning right side off the glass, scores, and expect Ottawa to continue to pound it inside with McGott with three.
Great job by Mason McDowell, knowing that the big man was in foul trouble, and he was able to put up the bucket.
Backdoor touch, going to find Hightower. Layup's no good. Put back dunk by McGott is, and then he's going to be called for the technical, Bob, and that's his fourth.
An absolute dumb move.
What a play, though, by McGott, Bob. That putback dunk is very impressive. And again, Hightower able to get back to the rim.
Are they only going to give him a warning?
No, that's a personal.
A great move, but an absolute dumb move at the same time. You know he's trying to make a statement. You can't do that in this game because they are going to absolutely call you for that one.
Haskins to shoot two free throws. First one going to go for the senior from Osage City. But if it's any other team in the conference, Bob, I'm worried about it, but you can just bring another senior in and Grant Munson, which they will.
Well, that's the great thing about this team and the way that the Bulldogs have built, that there's just so much talent, but you can't, as you said during the half, Casey, you cannot let your emotions get out of the line, and that's what happened there.
And McGott quickly up cheering on his team, as you expect the senior to do. Plays with so much emotion, one of the most talented players in this conference. And he will be on the bench for a while with 4. Ottawa with a chance to take the lead. They'll go down low to McDowell. He'll lose the handle, get it back as he works on Munson. Baseline, McDowell, and he's going to step out of bounds. He tried to go into the body of Munson.
What a great job! What a great job by Munson right there to absolutely force the bad move there by McDowell out of bounds.
49-48 McPherson, 17-20 left. Shelvin, another deep three on the way. This time it's long. Rebound by McCoy, put back good as he went over the top of Mallory.
Good positioning there.
3-point lead again for the Bulldogs. Balday right wing. Now back to Mallory on the right wing. Pick and roll with McDowell. Mallory back to McDowell right wing. Spinning. Looking to back in on Shelvin. Finds Mallory guarded by Hightower. They're going to lob it down to McDowell. He's double teamed. Backdoor cut. Finds Balday. Layup's good. And that extra half second of McDowell just waiting for movement is what makes him so good passing the basketball.
Well, and a great job there to work the ball around, run the offense, and make sure you get a good shot.
And they're trying to pick up his third foul here. Watts throws one high off the glass, banks it in, and
what a shot there.
McPherson just has an answer every single time.
Took on McDowell. McDowell had his hand in the air, and nothing to be done.
And now a steal going the other way. McDowell turns it over. They'll kick it out to Hightower. Down low go to McCoy. Watts wide open 15-footer, in and out. Big break for the Braves. And going the other way is Haskins. Braves now 3-on-2. Haskins leaves it for Balday. His shot's to be blocked out. No, it's going to be saved. But then a steal by Ryan. His putback's no good. And no whistle as the officials have decided just to let him play here in the second half.
Well, an absolute change from what the officiating was in the first half, and the crowd letting them have it.
Mallory to inbound. And we're going to get a 30-second timeout called by TJ Eskelsen and the McPherson Bulldogs as they lead Ottawa by 3 with 16:05 left. You're listening to Ottawa University Braves basketball on KOFO.
We could talk about the ABCs of dining out: appetizer, beverage, and course. But that would lead to the DEFs: dine, entree, and food. So instead of going through all the other letters, the only ones you really need to remember are PTG, Primetime Grill. Primetime Grill at Fusion Alley is the new and exciting lunch and dinner destination in South Ottawa. Enjoy juicy burgers, specially prepared Kansas cuisine, delicious desserts, and your favorite drinks. And with 42 screens, you'll understand why game time is primetime. Primetime Grill at Fusion Alley, where it's always good, clean fun and food.
Braves trail it by 3, 16:05 left. Ottawa basketball, they'll inbound it to the left of the basket with Jackson Mallory. The officials will blow the whistle. In the corner, it'll go to McDowell. Goes baseline, drives, takes the contact, kicks it out to Balday. Balday steps through, goes high. Put back by Daniels, no good. They'll kick it out. McDowell for a three this time. Yes!
Big three-pointer from the big man there. Great ball movement. Great job picking up the offensive board.
Mason here in the second half. Now with 7. Ball's loose, stolen away. Ottawa can go with it with Haskins. Haskins steps into a three from straight away. Yes, sir! Back-to-back triples for the Braves.
What a great job of getting some momentum there. Picking up the steal and putting in the three-pointer.
Watts, right wing, they'll go down low to McCoy, backing in on McDowell. Spins left side, might have traveled. They'll kick it in the corner. They'll throw it left side. Ball's loose. Now a 3-on-2. Wide open three in the corner for Shelvin, off the mark. Rebound by Balday, and McCoy is going to pick up his third personal as he goes over the back of Mallory.
This crowd's into it here at Wilson Fieldhouse, and the Braves have given them a reason why, as that'll be a foul against the Bulldogs, the third team foul here in the second half.
Now the subs for Ottawa have to pick it up as it's Bowie, Patrick, and Jackson all in. Balday, McDowell, and Mallory sit.
Braves on an 8-2 run since 1649, Casey.
And right now you just need Darryl to run the offense. Doesn't need to feel like he has to go and create shots for himself. Continue to do what you've done, working it inside.
Well, that's what's worked so far in the second half. Continue with it.
Bowie on the left wing, finds Haskins. Patrick by one defender, goes back to Haskins, guarded by Munson. Hesitation. Haskins, step back three on the wing, draws rim, that's it. And again, just trying to create for themselves right now.
No, you can't be doing that. You've got to find a good shot.
Shelvin out to the wing, finds Hightower. He's guarded by Haskins. Hightower inside, goes high, and he'll score. Hightower with 13. Here comes Daniels the other way, driving, steps through, knocked out of bounds by McPherson. Cameron Jenkins will check in for Shelvin.
Braves defense has really picked up a lot of intensity here in the second half. But McPherson has matched them step for step. This Bulldogs team with a lot of moxie. You gotta like it.
Inbound finds Jackson at the volleyball line. He'll work back to the left wing. Screen by Patrick. Here goes Jackson inside. Kicks it right out to Daniels. Gets the free throw line. Spins. Goes by one defender. He's not going to score, but he's fouled. No, they call it travel. And again, Munson tried to take the charge.
Not sure that I saw that.
Braves have turned it over 13 times. And they lead it by one, 56-55, 14-14 left in the KCAC semifinals. Page off two screens. They'll leave it with Hightower. Hightower left side finds Page. He'll drive inside. Still has to go back out to the wing. They're trying to go down low. Jenkins wide open three off the screen, off the mark. He goes over the top of Bowie. Putback's not there, and then a foul called on Ottawa. As Bowie just trying to do everything he can to keep Watts from going over the top of him, but he's got to try and sell it a little bit more than that. That's going to send Fred Watts to the line for two. Watts with 2 points on the night. McPherson 11 of 12 in the first half. First trip to the foul line in the second half.
Watts is 79% on the season.
First free throw in and out.
The best the Bulldogs can do here, Casey, is tie it up with this free throw. You maybe call a timeout after this one. I don't know. I think you maybe play a little bit longer here.
Make the bigs continue to run for McPherson. Fred Watts with his second free throw. It is up and off the mark. And when you see those knees and those shots coming up short, you know the legs are getting a little heavy. Bowie looking left side.
And that's what I was wondering about the first half with playing the way they were.
Ottawa running the dribble weave. Back to Jackson in the lane. He'll drive on Munson, spins right side, steps in, throws one up, scores off the glass. Looked like Jackson might have traveled there, Bob.
It looked like they got away with one, but they're going to take a three-point lead.
Page, guarded by Jackson, gets the screen, gets the free throw line. He'll kick it out to Hightower. Hightower in the lane, spinning left side. He jumps through. His shot's off the mark. Patrick with the board. He's quickly out in transition to Jackson. Jackson all the way to the bucket, and they're going to call a charge.
Of course they are.
I thought Page might have been close to the restricted area.
And the fans letting this officiating crew hear it.
Jackson picks up his fourth, Bob.
And that is real trouble there.
Braves bring in Joe Johnson III, so again, the size in a huge advantage right now for the Bulldogs.
The Braves have got to find their way around it here.
58-55, still our score, Ottawa leading. Page goes baseline, double clutch layup's good. He goes right by Bowie.
Absolute beautiful move there.
Bowie going the other way on Page, gets the bucket, he can't score, but he's fouled. He goes the line for two.
Good move there by Darrell to force the issue, and force the Bulldogs to foul.
Page picks up his first personal, fourth team foul on McPherson. Bowie's free throw good.
Darrell's an 81% free throw shooter, Casey.
Watts will check out, so McPherson going small here as they'll bring in Rivers.
Well, you got to wonder if they had to. Those bigs out there a long time, running.
Well, they have a player on the bench, Miles McCrary, the freshman from Arlington, Texas, who was on the all-freshman team, who played a ton of minutes last Saturday. Haven't seen him yet. You just wonder if the venue and just kind of the status of the game might be a little too big for him right now in the eyes of TJ Estes. Page looking left side, kicks it out to Hightower, pump fakes at three, they'll go back out to him. 12:40 left, 2-point lead for the Braves as Bowie went 1 of 2 from the foul line. Page in the lane, floats, up and under, shots partially blocked. Bowie had the rebound. Munson can't save it, and it goes out of bounds back to the Braves. But right now, McPherson going for every loose ball. Ottawa has to box out, Bob.
They've got to do a better job with their bodies.
And Haskins, Bob, going to get a breather with 12:31 left. Has been the go-to offensively tonight. And McDowell will check in for him.
Haskins with 13 tonight.
Johnson III guarded by Rivers. The whole length of the floor. Screen coming by McDowell. Johnson III right wing pass to Mallory. Mallory to Daniel. See if Ottawa tries to post up McDowell here, Bob. Mallory with 10 on the shot clock, has to go. They'll work left side to Darrell. Darrell losing the handle out of bounds, and it's going to stay with Ottawa with 1 on the shot clock. That's one where Mallory's got to run the offense himself. Took too long for Bowie to get to the middle of the floor.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think Mallory got caught up in the excitement of everything.
Inbound will be tipped in. McDowell floats and scores! From 15! My goodness, floating in the air. Mason McDowell gives Ottawa a 4-point lead with 11:53 to go. What a shot.
Mid-air, the big man just lets it fly while he was in the air.
And that's got to be a charge. Oh, no, they're going to call the block on Bowie. My goodness gracious. The official on the far side looked like he was going the other way, and the official on this near side is the one who called the block. Bowie beat Rivers to the spot. That is the 3rd team foul. Bowie picks up his first personal. Daniels will get a breather.
The crowd here blew up just as much as they did for that shot from McDowell.
Jenkins in the left corner, gets in the lane, kicks it in the corner to Page. His 3 on the way, good. Back with him, one of the Bulldogs, and it's 61-60 Braves. Here's Bowie, double clutch, layup is not going to go, but he's fouled, and 2 free throws upcoming. Is Munson a little late with the help defense. Page actually called for the foul, his first personal. Make that second personal on him, 15 foul.
Braves not able to do anything down on the defensive end, giving up that big 3-pointer. They tried to come down here. They're going to go to the line, Casey. But you can see both coaches are losing their patience with this officiating.
Well, they can't. The officials can't hear them out on the floor, Bob. What Eskelson and Stephenthal talking about there. They just can't. They can't hear them when they try and call them over. Ottawa 47% from the field. McPherson at 41%. Braves with 6 threes. McPherson has made 7. As Bowie makes the first. Bowie's second good. Ottawa's lead out to 3, 63-60, 11:30 left. Haskins going to head to the scores table. Rivers will be guarded by Johnson III. Screen, Hightower sets it to his left. Gets another one from Munson. They'll leave it with Page. Page to the foul line, steps through, goes into the body of McDowell. Shot's no good. Munson with the offensive rebound, and they're going to call over the back on Grant Munson.
Well, I'll tell you, McDowell got away with one. There was a lot of contact by Mason McDowell on the McPherson Bulldog player on Munson.
Well, I think it was for the push on Bowie is what got Munson the foul. They weren't going to blow it until Bowie ended up on the floor.
Well, no, what I was saying was with the shot was McDowell on the defensive side.
Defending there. Rivers going to stay with Bowie as he crosses midcourt. And the ball's loose. Rivers staying right with him. Rivers, the little handshake, ball's kicked and loose. They're going to call a kickball on Rivers with 15 on the shot clock.
Teams felt like that the hand checking was should have been a whistle on that one.
Shelvin will come in for Jenkins for McPherson.
You can feel it. It's coming.
Here, assistant coach Phil McClintock tell his safety player of the year to get downhill, just get in the front court and run some offense. Don't have to do it all right now for the senior, and Bowie's going to be called for calming. It might be a time to get a sub in.
I think right now it might be a time for a timeout, Casey.
Braves have 5 timeouts left. McPherson with 4.
This is, to me, Casey, you're starting to see emotions kind of rise here. Time to maybe get that timeout called, get everybody calmed down.
10:50 left, 63-60 Braves. Hightower driving, spinning, shot's no good, but he's fouled by Balde. As the fouls were in favor of Ottawa, 6-3. You know, one of those is coming. And Daniels has to get back into the game. Balde picks up his first personal. Back to the line is Delvon Hightower. He's got 13 on the evening, making 14.
Silky smooth look there from the free throw line.
Daniels will come in for Balde. Second for Hightower is going to go as he gets the friendly bounce.
This has been everything we thought it would be. Both teams going back and forth, Casey.
McDowell left open for three. It's going to be well short. Rebound by Page. Going the other way. They'll kick it in the corner. Going to the bucket. Jumper for Rivers. Not going to go. Ball sits in the air. Daniels takes it away from Munson. He'll keep it himself into the front court. Jaquan Daniels steps through, kicks it in the corner. Joe Johnson the third for three. Yes, sir! What a dish from Jaquan Daniels.
And we talked about how assists were going to be big here in the second half. That was the Braves' seventh of the ball game.
Page works off two screens, three-pointer on the other end, good. Wow. And a timeout called by McPherson with 10:01 to play. And Ottawa leading by one, 66-65. It'll be a full timeout. You listen to Braves basketball on KOFO.
It's never too late to become who you're supposed to be. However, sometimes you may need a little help. Ottawa University can get you there. Their faculty and staff are dedicated to preparing graduates for a lifetime of significance. With dozens of degree programs, including accounting, engineering, human services, and marketing, as well as graduate degrees in business administration and education, Ottawa University will prepare you for whatever or whoever you want to be. Don't wait. Get started today. Find out more by visiting online at ottawa.edu.
When you're looking for a place to take the whole family for food and fun, what comes to mind? Fusion Alley with Primetime Grill.
The atmosphere is very inviting.
Dine in and enjoy the Kansas cuisine with special entrees, burgers, salads, drinks, and an exciting kids menu.
I enjoy it here. It's very comfortable.
It's your new destination for delicious food and family fun that you've been craving for a long time, and it'll bring you back time and time again.
This is our fourth visit.
Fusion Alley with Primetime Grill, now open for dinner in South Ottawa at 2204 South Princeton Circle Drive. Remember, when it's game time, it's prime time.
Back at Wilson Fieldhouse, Bob Johnson, Casey Weeder with you. 10:01 to play. Braves 1-point lead, 66-65. Other semifinal going on in Oklahoma right now between Oklahoma, Wesleyan, and Bethel. And it's a fight between those two teams. Bethel clinging on to a 49-48 lead with about 8:05 to go in that one.
10:01 left here. Braves 66, Bulldogs 65. The inbound will find Bowie as he's guarded by Rivers. And he's going to be hit in the face. And we'll go to the line for two as he was able to get on that left shoulder of Rivers. And that sends Ottawa to the line for the 1-and-1.
He was in his entire...
Don't think that was the defense head coach TJ Esselstyn drew up, Bob, out of the timeout.
No, but I think Rivers was really trying to force Bowie to step out of bounds.
You can do that when you have help defense, but when you're guarding one-on-one and 60 feet from the basket, it just doesn't work out that way. Bowie's free throw's going to be short. Rebound by McPherson, and Darrell has had a tough night. He's got 10, but he's really had to work for it.
Well, you talked about the mental game. It's also the same for Ottawa. You can't let yourself get caught up in your unsuccessful moment.
Rivers up top to Watts for a three straight away. Long, but an offensive rebound for Hightower, and he'll reset. Hightower works from left to right, where he finds Shelvin on the front court, right guarded by Haskett. Pick and roll. Shelvin for a three, off the front rim. Putback's good though by Page, and again Darrell not boxing out.
And again, that's a big key right there. The Braves not boxing out.
Darrell steps through, has it blocked right back in his face. Picked up by McPherson, going the other way. Push off inside, and an offensive foul will be called on Page. And that is going to be the 8th team foul on McPherson for Page, his third personal. Bowie's going to come out of the game. And Mallory will come in.
That one was a very plain to see push off there, and the Braves will catch a break as they're only down by one.
With 9:04 to go. Joe Johnson III takes over at point. They'll move Mallory to the wing. Down low, they'll go to Mason McDowell. He drives on Watts. Spinning left side, kicks it out to Joe Johnson III. Three-pointer for Joe. Good!
I'll tell you, when he let that go, I didn't think that was going to be a good one. But a great job by McDowell to pick up the assist.
Joe has 6. All from behind the three-point line. Rivers right side. McPherson trailing by 2. They go down low to Watt. Watts up top to Hightower. Screen step by Watt. Daniels beats him to it. Hightower goes baseline, and a reach-in foul is going to be called on Daniels.
Yeah, Daniels caught all body on that one as he got beat.
Not a bad foul, though. Picks up his second personal, 15 foul. McCoy will come in for Dorian Page.
We'll see some of these big men come back after resting their legs.
Inbound will go in the corner to Watt. Off the screen, they'll go to Hightower. Hightower left side to Shelvin. In the corner, Rivers for a 3. It's going to be really short. Rebound by Daniels. And makes a smart move, Bob, to slow it up.
He was going to take on the entire Bulldogs team. It was not going to be a smart move.
Here comes Jaquan Daniels. Steps through, hit on the arm. No whistle. Gets his own rebound, though, and scores. Ottawa by 4. Ottawa, Bob, has not been able to stretch it out farther than 4 points all night. They get to stop here in a bucket. You got to feel really good for these final 8 minutes.
Braves defense will need to step it up here.
Rivers, right side to McCoy. McCoy to the free throw line. Spins out to Watts. His 18-footer is going to be an air ball. Rebound by Daniels. Ball's loose, and they're going to call. No, it's just going to go out of bounds. Looked like it was going to be a reach-in. And they're actually going to go small here. Bring Page back into the game for Hightower.
Smart move, though, by the Bulldogs' Josh Rivers. Jaquan Daniels thinking about going down the court, not paying any attention. And here comes Rivers to knock it away. Unfortunately, a little too hard. It was off the backboard and out of play.
Johnson the third. In the corner to Mallory. That ball's going to be tipped out of bounds by McPherson. And we'll bring in Luol Magad, who's got 4. He will come in for Rivers.
He'll have to be careful here, especially on this end of the floor.
Look for an inbound here to Mace. This play set up for him. Daniels going to ISO. They're going to kick it left side. It's tipped, and McDowell keeps it from going out of bounds. 10 seconds for the Braves. Daniels in the lane, steps through. He's going to be called for the travel. Braves have turned it over 16 times. Just 10 for McPherson.
This Bulldogs defense has done a great job forcing the Braves to have to take an extra step or take a bad shot or to make a bad pass.
Braves lead by 4, 71-67, 7:18 left. Watt off the screen finds McCoy. Ball's loose, almost a turnover. Page gets in the lane, loses the handle, and leave it for Magad. His able to adjust in the air and score with the right hand.
First bucket for the Bulldogs in over 2 minutes.
Lead down to 2 with 7 minutes to play. Joe Johnson III kicks it out, and McDowell's going to keep it from going over and back, because it looked like it was on the line. The entire ball has to be over. And the official wasn't even in the backcourt, Bob. He was standing right in front of us when he made that call.
Absolutely horrific call by this crew.
6:55 left, 17th turnover on Ottawa. Just when he thought Ottawa might get some separation, here come the Bulldogs once again. Page right side for Watts, guarded by Daniels. Pump fakes the 3. Go up top to Page. To Shelvin, 3-pointer on the wing, off the front rim. Rebound by Mallory. Big bucket, or big rebound for Jackson. 3-pointer from Joe, off the mark, and
waste of an opportunity right there for Ottawa.
And now McPherson out in transition. Daniels doing a good job to get back. Page works by 2 defenders. Ottawa will switch. They'll kick it out to McCoy off the screen for 3. It's long. Rebound by Joe. He keeps it from going out of bounds. Both these teams wasting offensive possessions here down the last 5 minutes.
That's going to be a story here as we head out here. You've got to make every possession count.
They'll go down low to McDowell as he works on Magad. Mace, right side, off the glass, scores easily.
Great job by McDowell. Turn around from the right side.
Braves by 4 again, 73-69, 5:53 to play in the KCAC semifinal. Page, right wing, gets by 1 defender. Magad could have picked up his 5th. He'll kick it in the corner. Page, wide open 3, Bob Good.
Cannot leave him wide open like that. He will make you pay.
Dorian Page has 18. Johnson the third to the left wing. Several players looking gassed, asking for a sub for both squads.
Both teams putting everything out here tonight.
Mallory all the way to the bucket. Layup good as he goes over the top of Magad.
smart move by Mallory. He saw the Bulldog player.
And Bob, look for the same play here by McPherson. Eskelson giving the same signal as the last possession. Look for Page to get another three. Page out to the wing. Ottawa does a good job of switching, and then they commit the foul.
Well, I was going to say down here, Casey, on the offensive side, Watts was too busy signaling to the bench that he needed to sub. Mallory saw that, saw the wide open spot, was able to take it in for the easy.
Well, we saw that same play again, Bob, on the previous possession, looking for another three. Mallory and Johnson III will come out. Bowie and Jackson will come back in. Grant Munson will come in for Watts. 5:04 left. Braves 75, McPherson 72. McCoy left wing. Goes back up top to Page. Page going to get a screen from Munson. They're going to ISO for Dorian. Ottawa switches. Page guarded by Jackson. Gets there. They'll take it up top to Shelvin. Shelvin step back three on the wing. Good, and he might have been fouled too.
Huge three-pointer there to tie it up.
Daniels on the left wing. We're tied at 75. Here comes Darrell. Darrell up top. Mason McDowell for a three from straightaway. Yes, sir! And Ottawa's going to take a timeout as they go up 78-75 with 4:34 to play. And we'll wait to see. It is going to be a full timeout. You're listening to Braves basketball on KOF.
To win at sports, you must focus on your strategy as the game changes. The same is true of investments. Ryan Henningsen, your Edward Jones financial advisor, can help. Call 785-242-1088 or stop by 502 South Cedar in Ottawa. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC.
Great Life Golf and Fitness is a proud supporter of OU Braves basketball, and they support you in your goal to live and play better. The Great Life state-of-the-art fitness facility in downtown Ottawa is accessible 24 hours a day. Find out more by visiting greatlifegolf.com. Proud to be your golf and fitness community partner, Great Life Golf and Fitness. We can talk about the ABCs of dining out, appetizer, beverage, and course, but that would lead to the DEFs, dine, entree, and food. So instead of going through all the other letters, the only ones you really need to remember are PTG, Primetime Grill. Primetime Grill at Fusion Alley is the new and exciting lunch and dinner destination in South Ottawa. Enjoy juicy burgers, specially prepared Kansas cuisine, delicious desserts, and your favorite drinks. And with 42 screens, you'll understand why game time is prime time. Primetime Grill at Fusion Alley, where it's always good, clean fun and food.
Mason McDowell, Bob, hitting a massive three to give Ottawa a three-point lead and then take that timeout. McDowell in the second half was 14.
He has been playing very well here in the second half. Got in the foul trouble a little bit early on in that first half. He's been able to put it together and hit some big three-pointers at key times for this Braves team. Now, Ottawa's got to find a way to get the defense to step up here and get a little more arm room, be a little bit further away from this Bulldog team.
McPherson 10 of 32 from three, but doesn't tell the story. When they've needed a basket, Bob, they've been able to pick it up. They had 6 guys on the floor, which I believe should have been a technical. And they ran McCoy off. Big break for the Bulldogs. Screen set for Page. Another screen set for him. Haskins will stay with him. He'll shadow. Hightower might have traveled through there on the handoff. And now Haskins will have to guard him. Hightower inside. Probably a charge, but a rebound as Haskins slow to get up, Bob.
Well, it's either a charge or a foul, and neither call.
But either way, it's a missed bucket for McPherson, and Ottawa by 3 with 4:05 to play. Bowie with it near midcourt. Screen set for him. Gets inside, has it ripped away.
I think he saw. Oh, there was a travel right there, and no whistle.
Page looking left side as Bowie falls to the floor. Page for three, good. As Bowie runs into the body of McCott. And we're tied at 78 with 3:45 to go. Page has 21. Bowie will hang on to it. Finds Jackson down low, back to the right wing. Can't get it to McDowell.
McDowell's jersey being held down there.
And then they're going to call a 5-second violation on Ottawa.
McGo had McDowell's jersey in his hands, holding him.
Braves, if they lose this game, are going to look back at the 18 turnovers.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. The turnovers.
And only 9 assists.
An absolute disaster when you take a look at that. This Bulldog team has done a great job of absolutely slamming Ottawa in the face here all ball game long.
Page leaves it for Hightower. Now back out to Shelvin as they run the lead. Back out to Page. Screen set for Page. McGott rolls to the bucket. He'll take it right side Shelvin. He's shadowed by Jackson. Shelvin out to the wing, goes baseline. Floater for him inside, ball's loose. McDowell can go the other way with it where he finds Brian Haskins. Haskins going to be pushed from behind by Hightower as he ends up on the floor. And a whistle and a foul called on Hightower.
Hightower going step for step there, but the body is what got him in trouble, leaning on Haskins. Haskins goes to the line here.
They're going with the screen in the corner.
He's now 3 of 3 tonight from the free throw line.
Free throw no good for Haskins.
Got to have those free throws down the stretch.
Page looking left side. Going to get a screen there. Works out to the wing. Works back off another screen. Guarded by Daniel. Ball's loose and still on the floor. Picked up by Haskins going the other way. Haskins, little hesitation, finds Bowie. Bowie goes baseline, leaves it with Jackson. His layup's good.
Great job, double pump fake there. And they're able to give the Braves a 3-point lead.
81-78, 2:25 to go. Braves asking for some help from their faithful. Shot inside, partially blocked, rebound by Jackson.
Nice defensive play there. McDowell standing his ground. The Braves forced that shot to not go anywhere near the basket.
Jackson inside, spins one way, a little hesitation, scores for 4. Ottawa with their largest lead of the game as they go up by 5. 2 minutes to play, 83-78.
What a great job there.
Ball's loose, Bowie has it, still loose, and we're going to have a jump ball that's going to give Ottawa possession.
What a play there by Darryl Bowie.
And the Wilson Magic, Bob, is coming to life, and a timeout called by McPherson as Ottawa leads at 83-78 with 1:53 to go.
Absolute bulldog of a play there, if I should use the pun, by Darryl Bowie, chasing after the ball, getting it, securing it, and getting the jump ball as the Braves will have possession with $1:53 to play.
And it is now a full timeout, so we'll take a 30. You're listening to Braves basketball on KOFO.
The City of Ottawa makes it easy for you to stay informed and be part of your community by visiting their website, ottawaks.gov. You can sign up for city alerts and city news, report an issue you'd like to see taken care of, even pay your bill online. It's where the city and citizens come together online at ottawaks.gov.
Great Life Golf and Fitness is a proud supporter of OU Braves basketball, and they support you in your goal to live and play better. The Great Life state-of-the-art fitness facility in downtown Ottawa is accessible 24 hours a day. Find out more by visiting greatlifegolf.com. Proud to be your golf and fitness community partner, Great Life Golf and Fitness.
Welcome back. Ottawa leads it by 5, 83-78, 1:53 to go, Bob. It's Braves on a 9-3 run.
And the Braves have really picked it up here over the last few minutes. And really, since that last timeout at the 4:34 mark, when they hit that three-pointer by Mason McDowell, they have opened up the lead to one of the largest of the night for Ottawa. And you can feel the electricity in this building. The crowd, electric, the first time that you've heard them that loud in quite a while.
Well, and Andre Jackson, Bob, 8 points in the second half, has none at the end of the first. Mason McDowell, 2 points in the first half, has 14 in the second.
Braves ball coming out of the timeout. We'll see what Coach Seaves has drawn up here. But a big bucket here. The Braves need it.
Haskins the inbound to Bowie, and Ottawa will clear for him as he will work his way across the midcourt stripe. Guarded by Dorian Page. 1:43 left, clock running, 19 seconds on the shot clock. Bowie just going to hold it. Goes between the legs. Still driven between the legs. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Screen set by Haskins. Bowie finds Jackson at the free throw line. Backdoor cut's going to go out of bounds. Looks like McGott got a hand on it, and the officials are going to talk about it. No, they're not going to talk about it. Turnover on Ottawa.
That ball took an awkward deflection.
Mallory trying to check in, can't get in. 1:28 to go. 83-78 Braves. Page going to get a screen to his left, doesn't use it. Drives by Bowie. Inside Page, double clutch layup, no good. McDowell gets the rebound. He'll outlet it the other way to Daniels, and he'll dribble back out to the corner. Smart move by the junior from Columbus, Georgia.
Braves are going to try to grind some clock here with 65 to play.
1:02 left. 5-point lead for Ottawa.
Braves looking to go to Hartman Arena for the first time since the championship has been played there.
For three, and off the mark. Long rebound. Jackson had a chance but tripped with 45 seconds to go. Page quickly the other way. Page asking for a screen. He'll get it out to the left side. Leaves it with Shelvin. Shelvin guarded by Bowie. Shelvin loses the handleballs. Bowie picks it up, and he'll go the other way. Bowie all the way to the bucket. Double clutch. Layup. The KCAC Player of the Year makes a Player of the Year play, Bob.
What an unbelievable shot. Got hacked, and then was able to take it from the leg, almost a granny shot behind the back, off the glass, and in for a deuce. And now he goes to try to complete the three-point play.
Ottawa will make some defensive subs after the free throw. Bowie's free throw good. Ottawa's lead up to 8, largest of the night.
It's now a 12-3 run.
And we're going to get a timeout with 30.5 seconds to go. And a 30-second timeout. Let's go ahead and keep it here, Bob.
12-3 run by the Braves since the 4:34 mark in this ball game has blown this to an 8-point lead. But, man, what can you say on that shot by Daryl Bowie? Knew what he was doing, got hacked, put it up. What an incredible shot.
And Daryl just really hasn't had it all night, Bob, but give credit to head coach Aaron Siebenthal going back to his playmaker.
Well, he told him when he pulled him out the last time, I need you. You're going to need to make a play later in this ball game, and he did. He did.
Braves with 3 timeouts left, McPherson with 2. Look for that screen in the corner coming out of the timeout. It's worked really well tonight for McPherson. They do the handoff left side, have their other guard kind of sprint to the left corner, and that has worked really well. Ottawa going to go with a full court press. Inbound will find Shelvin. 30 seconds left. Shelvin deep 3 on the way off the front rim. Rebound by Andre Jackson, and they're not going to foul yet. 20 seconds left. Clock still running. Haskins will hold it, and now he'll be fouled with 17.8.
McPherson's coach called for the foul at least 5 to 6 seconds before it happened. They ran way too much.
Team foul on McPherson, 3rd personal on Shelvin, Bob. Shelvin with 11 points on the evening. He was the hero for McPherson in that first matchup. He's had 5 at half.
50 seconds to go in the other semifinal. We're tied at 62 as Haskins hits that first free throw.
87-78. Braves trying to get revenge for that loss here in this building. The Braves have only lost 5 times, Bob, in the last 2 years in Wilson Fieldhouse. Free throw off the mark. Jackson gets the offensive rebound, and McPherson isn't going to foul. Bob, the Braves are going to go to Wichita with a chance to do the double.
A great job by this Braves ball club in the final 4:34 to put this game away as the Braves come up victorious 87-78.
We'll take a quick break. You're listening to Ottawa Braves basketball on KOFO.
It's never too late to become who you're supposed to be. However, sometimes you may need a little help. Ottawa University can get you there. Their faculty and staff are dedicated to preparing graduates for a lifetime of significance. With dozens of degree programs, including accounting, engineering, human services, and marketing, as well as graduate degrees in business administration and education, Ottawa University will prepare you for whatever or whoever you want to be. Don't wait. Get started today. Find out more by visiting online at ottawa.edu.
When you're looking for a place to take the whole family for food and fun, what comes to mind? Fusion Alley with Primetime Grill.
The atmosphere is very inviting.
Dine in and enjoy the Kansas cuisine with special entrees, burgers, salads, drinks, and an exciting kids menu.
I enjoy it here. It's very comfortable.
It's your new destination for delicious food and family fun that you've been craving for a long time, and it'll bring you back time and time again.
This is our fourth visit.
Fusion Alley with Primetime Grill, now open for dinner in South Ottawa at 2204 South Princeton Circle Drive. Remember, when it's game time, it's prime time.
To win at sports, you must focus on your strategy as the game changes. The same is true of investments. Ryan Henningsen, your Edward Jones financial advisor, can help. Call 785-242-1088 or stop by 502 South Cedar in Ottawa. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC.
Welcome back to Wilson Fieldhouse. Braves win at 87-78 as we're joined by junior Mason McDowell. Mason, 2 points in the first half, 12 in the second. What was the difference between the two?
I think it was just being aggressive. I kind of let the nerves get the better of me in that first half. I kind of let things bother me in the second half. I just let the game come to me, and I had a little fun with it, so I think that was a big difference.
Mason, you played in some big games in high school, went to the state tournament several times. What did the atmosphere feel like to you being in some big games already?
I can tell you what now, that no atmosphere is better than Wilson Fieldhouse. This is the best crowd that I've ever been a part of. It's the atmosphere. It gets us going. I think they are truly like the backbone of what gets us these wins.
Well, you talk about the backbone. At halftime, McPherson kind of played a lot of their game through that first half, some frustration, but in that second half, we always talk about that connection you have with Daryl. He was able to find you this time to hit the big three.
Yeah, Daryl, well, I mean, with him being the player of the year and all, they like to go at him, and whenever we set the pick and roll, he's been getting to the basket lately, so then the pop is just open.
Mason, you're going to Wichita, a chance to win the regular season and the postseason. How good does this feel?
Amazing. I'm ready to go get a dub on Monday.
Mason, thanks for joining us.
Yep, thank you.
As we will bring Bob Johnson back on here shortly. We'll actually take a quick break. Head coach Aaron Stiebenthal will join us here in a little bit. You're listening to Braves Basketball on KOFO.
It's never too late to become who you're supposed to be. However, sometimes you may need a little help. Ottawa University can get you there. Their faculty and staff are dedicated to preparing graduates for a lifetime of significance. With dozens of degree programs, including accounting, engineering, human services, and marketing, as well as graduate degrees in business administration and education, Ottawa University will prepare you for whatever or whoever you want to be. Don't wait. Get started today. Find out more by visiting online at ottawa.edu.
Welcome back. Braves are heading to Wichita for the KCAC Tournament Championship as they await their opponent. As Oklahoma Wesleyan leads by 2 with 50 seconds to go. We're joined by assistant coach Phil McClintock. Phil, in that first half, your team with just 2 assists. In the second half, you come away with 10. You outscore McPherson 47-36. What was the biggest difference in the second for your team?
Oh, I think, it was a toughness game, man. Mac plays physical. They play hard. They match up well with us, and we knew we were in for a battle. You know, we had a lot of things in the first half not go our way. You know, a bunch of calls, a bunch of, careless turnovers, and we knew at halftime we just got to beat them by 3 is all we have to do, and it's not going to be easy, so.
Looking at the final bench points, you win at 29-25. A lot of credit has to go to Andre Jackson and Mason McDowell in that second half of getting tough buckets inside 10 feet.
They did. That's what Mac has done to us all year. They kind of guard the three-point line on us, which, obviously when we make 18 threes last game, they knew that's what we want to do. And so Andre, Mason, Jaquan in that first half getting to the rim and being tough because they weren't giving us many calls, so we were having to be tough and finish in there. We weren't getting many free throws there in that first half especially, but their toughness really helped us out.
Get to go to Wichita, play in a large venue. How much does that help your team getting prepared for Nationals in Sioux Falls here in just a couple weeks?
I think it'll help. We talked about that. One of the main reasons, obviously, we clinched our berth to the national tournament, but we talk about going to Wichita is always a goal, and being able to play in that arena, and we're going to practice in the arena too. So just getting those extra reps in a big venue, I think, is going to help.
What about this atmosphere? You played here. You got to play in a conference championship game where Ottawa hosted in 2008. What would you put this up against?
Oh, I think it's right there. It's different as a coach and a player. It doesn't mean as much to me, obviously, when the crowd's crazy, but it does to our players, and you can tell that's why our record is the last couple years has been so good. And I've always said here at Ottawa, if you win, the crowds will be here, and it's the best venue in the NAIA, college basketball, whatever. It's great.
Phil, thanks so much for joining us. Congratulations on the win.
Thanks a lot.
We'll take a break. You're listening to Ottawa Braves basketball on KOFO.
If you're one of the millions of Americans who owes back taxes, if you get nervous when the mail comes because you might get a letter from the IRS, then you've heard. Their enforcement agents are cracking down this year and can garnish your paycheck, levy your bank accounts. Even your home or business could be at risk over unpaid taxes. It's all true, but it's also true there's a way out. It's called the Fresh Start Initiative, an important government program for tax debt assistance. The award-winning experts at Optima Tax Relief will fight to get you the best deal possible, protecting your paycheck and your assets from IRS collections. But don't delay, because the IRS is tacking on interest and hefty penalties every single day. So don't wait until it's too late. Call Optima now for a free consultation.
Call 800-348-0269. 800-348-0269. 800-348-0269.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Back here inside Wilson Fieldhouse, the Braves do know their opponent, Bob. It'll be Oklahoma Wesleyan, and both teams split in the regular season. Ottawa winning here the first conference game of the season back on November the 13th, an 89-87 win, and then a loss at Bartlesville 90-80. And I can tell you, both teams are not upset that they're meeting in Wichita.
No, I think that if you thought tonight's game was fantastic and a knockdown, drag-out street fight, Wichita, get your tickets. You're going to want to get there to Hartman Arena because it will be fantastic. These two teams looking to prove a point as they head towards hopefully to head towards the national tournament for both teams. But Ottawa wanting to, as we mentioned, to get the domestic double here, winning the regular and the conference tournament championships.
And Bob, I mentioned it to Phil, but I really feel like having the opportunity to play in a larger venue with goals that are, proportionate to what you would see in a venue like up in Sioux Falls. I think no matter whether you win that game Monday or not, the experience is going to be super important for this group going into the national tournament here in a few days.
Well, I agree with that because the atmosphere is going to be.
If you don't want to. Okay, I want to get you on. We're going to get head coach Aaron Stevens. Sorry, Bob.
No, you're fine, man.
Before he heads, I know he wants to celebrate with his team, so we'll get him in real quick.
Everybody that's listening, you're welcome. You don't have to listen to Bob Johnson talk anymore.
Oh,
you're welcome.
Goodness gracious. You now know your opponent. It's going to be Oklahoma Wesleyan on Monday, but what a atmosphere, what a comeback by your guys to gut it out when shots weren't going down, calls weren't going your way.
Sure. I mean, that's what we talked about at halftime. I mean, we kind of had our heads down because, let's be honest, the last few games have been kind of easy for us. And, this one wasn't going to be, and that's because McPherson's a good team and Coach Eskelson does a great job. So our guys were kind of down at halftime. I'm like, man, what are we pouting around about it for? It's not always going to be easy. So I told our guys this is going to be a toughness game. This is going to be the team that makes the most 50-50 plays, and our guys did that in the second half. And we had 2 assists at halftime, and we ended up with 10. So we got sharing the ball, moving the ball a little bit better, and just super proud of our guys for being able to step up and get stops when we needed. That's what really came down to.
Luol Magad picked up his 4th foul with about 15 minutes to play. Mason McDowell goes and scores 12. Andre Jackson finishes with 8 after not scoring in the first half. You end up outscoring McPherson in the paint 40-22.
Yeah, there was no coincidence that he went out and we started throwing the ball inside. I mean, I'm not the best coach in the world, but, anybody could have figured that out. So, Mason's really talented. He's almost too unselfish. We need him to score down there more, and I think this will give him a good boost of confidence. And then, obviously, you got the Conference Player of the Year, and you got to ride him once in a while. And he struggled a little bit, missed some shots he normally makes, but you got to dance with who you brought, and we're going to do that with our guys. And just really excited. I mean, what a great atmosphere here in the Wilson Fieldhouse. I mean, if there's a better NAI atmosphere around here, I sure haven't seen it.
Coach, Oklahoma Wesleyan on Monday. I know we always talk about celebrating the here and now. A lot of talk has come from their side about how they have wanted your team ever since that loss here in Wilson Fieldhouse in November. They got it. They won the game up in Bartlesville early January, went back and forth the whole way. That is a young group on the other side playing with a lot of confidence.
Yeah, we'll play whoever they want us to play. So, I mean, it'll be a heck of a basketball game, and, I'm just glad our guys are going to get to experience that. I think it's going to be a really good dress rehearsal for us going to Nationals, playing in an arena, and kind of being on a different schedule. So it should be a heck of a ball game, and it should be a lot of fun, and we're just looking forward to the opportunity to keep getting better.
Coach, we'll see you on Monday.
Thanks, Bob. I love you.
We'll take one more break. When we come back, we'll give you final stats. You'll listen to Ottawa Braves basketball on KOFO.
KOFO congratulates the Ottawa University men's basketball team on their record-setting year as KCAC regular season champions and their number 6th NAIA ranking. We also congratulate Brave senior Darryl Bowie on his unanimous first-team All-KCAC honor and being named the KCAC Player of the Year. And don't forget the head coach. Congratulations to Aaron Siebenthal, the KCAC Coach of the Year. At 1220, 103.7 FM, and KOFO.com, we're proud to be your source of Ottawa University Brave sports. We are KOFO.
Braves get the win, 87-78 over McPherson in the KCAC semifinals to go to their take their first trip to Wichita and play in Hartman Arena. As I'm rejoined by Bob Johnson. Bob, take it away.
I think you've got to like what you see out of this Braves ball club. McPherson gave everything they could to Ottawa tonight. They took everything to them. They forced Ottawa to play their ball game. But what we talked about at the half being some of the keys about turnovers and about assists. Braves still didn't do a good job turnover-wise. They had 10 turnovers in that second half to match the 10 in the first half. But what they did much better was share the ball better, as they picked up with 8 assists in that second half to give them 10 total. And they were able to move the ball around, find a way to open up somebody to get a shot. Mason McDowell with some big three-pointers. And then when you take a look at that final 4:34 to go on a 13-3 run to salt this one away and to get the victory, that's a team right there when they face tough competition and during tough times are going to be able to find a way, and that's going to bode well for Monday night, but also when they go to the national tournament.
Talk about national tournament, Bob, and playing on Monday night. One thing that will be new for this team is dealing with TV timeouts, which you get at the national tournament as well. It is a good dress rehearsal to play in a venue, but Ottawa is a team that is so deep that at times they can, as we saw tonight, run for 8 or 9 minutes and kind of wear a team down. I think it is going to be important for Coach Siebenthal to figure out who his 7 to 9 guys he can run with at times going into the conference tournament championship, and then also who he runs with at the national tournament.
I think that's a great statement right there, Casey, because the TV timeouts do change everything. It gives teams an opportunity to rest. It also shuts down momentum. If you sit there, if you're a team and you're picking up a lot of momentum, and all of a sudden it's TV timeout time, that changes a lot of things. So you've got to find who you're going to run with. You've got to find who's going to get you all the way to the championship. But I think at the same time, Coach Siebes already kind of has an idea who those players are.
Braves improved to 27-5. The Bulldogs fall to 21-11, and more than likely will miss out on the national tournament. How good of a ball club was McPherson here tonight?
Absolutely fantastic, Casey. As I said during this broadcast, they are a very underrated squad. They absolutely have a lot of talent that, you think of a couple of games ago a little bit differently, that maybe they're the ones looking at a national tournament bid. But unfortunately, things didn't go their way. But nothing to hang their heads on. And who knows, Casey? A few things happen, maybe unexpected, on these semifinals and such. Maybe they sneak in.
Well, and you mentioned, Bob, other events going on around the nation. Number 5, Marion, went down in their quarterfinal matchup in the Crossroads League. With Ottawa, which will be on a national stage for the first time all year, a lot of people watching. A big opportunity if you come away with a win, and then if you make it a big win, to find yourself somehow at least into the top number 2 seed and potentially a number 1 seed.
Well, they are playing. If people don't think that this Braves team is playing for anything come Monday night, they're wrong. They are playing for seeding in the national tournament. They're also looking to add to a record-setting year that they've already accomplished when it comes to wins. But you want to be that first Braves team maybe to get that number 1 seed. Well, you know what? No matter what seed you're going to get, it's going to be the highest seed ever for a Braves basketball team. So why not shoot for it all and pick up a number 1?
Oh, I agree. And, depending on who's watching, and I haven't seen all the results from this evening. I just know the one with Marion falling earlier this week. Definitely helps the Braves. And a team that will be watching Ottawa closely on Monday is going to be Southwestern College, Bob, who is on the bubble right now. A win for the Braves would secure Southwestern as the automatic bid. Oklahoma Wesleyan would probably get in, win or lose, on Monday, but Southwestern will be paying a lot of attention.
Well, I would think that Southwestern is going to root for Ottawa, which I think is absolutely against their religion, to be quite honest with you. But they're going to probably wear the black and gold come Monday.
Well, and Bob, I don't think they'll be, Southwestern has a pretty short drive to Wichita. If they want to come up wear some black and gold on Monday, we wouldn't hate that as we make the 2.5-hour trek down there.
Well, absolutely not. And if you can make it down there, make it down there. One of the things about playing in a venue like that is a lot of times people don't travel or don't make it down there, and it's kind of a stale atmosphere. If you're a Braves alum, fan, someone who lives here in Ottawa and can make it down, get down there. Make that Wilson Fieldhouse West.
That'll be an 8 o'clock tip, and that could actually be later as that women's game tips at 6, and we know with TV timeouts and the whole show, that one will most likely tip off around 8:20, 8:30. You've been in that venue, Bob, when the ladies made their run through the tournament as a number 6 or number 7 seed that year to go all the way to Hartman. What is kind of the biggest factor to dealing with what the Braves will have to deal with for the first time all year?
Well, I think one of the things you're going to have to deal with is that is a ice hockey, indoor soccer, indoor football arena. So that basketball court is an elevated court. It's like it's on a pallet, basically. So you're going to have to get used to. There's just a little bit of a different feeling when you're playing on a court like that than what you have maybe here at Wilson Fieldhouse, where that is the floor. The other thing you're going to have to get used to is the lighting. It's not that it isn't a well-lit venue, but when you come to Wilson Fieldhouse, it's a very bright venue. It's not as bright or as bright as it is here. So the lighting's going to play a little bit of a role. And then you're also going to be playing on rims with backboards that you're not used to. And so those are going to be things that you got to keep an eye out.
Well, and Oklahoma Wesleyan plays on those modern, in their gym, they play in those modern stanchion goals like you see in the NBA or Division I college basketball. And that also, I think, is very important for Ottawa to get used to practicing on that facility. I would expect, head coach Aaron Siebenthal maybe makes the call next week, win or lose, out to KU to see if they might be able to travel down there, get a couple more opportunities to practice on goals like that. But he talked about practicing with this team. I'm not sure if that'll be tomorrow or Monday morning. But I think it's going to be important for the Braves not to get too high or too low before tip, not lose all that intensity and realize, you could have a 9 o'clock tip on Monday and not, lose your focus and get thinking about other things.
Well, that's going to be key, is the focus, because that's the other part of when you're in a situation like that. Those start times, they're not fixed. Things happen. You could start later. So you've got to be prepared for that. You can't allow that to mess with you mentally.
There's a lot of outside elements, that you can't deal with and you have no control over, basically. We'll give you final stats real quick as we get to the top of the hour. Jaquan Daniels double-double, 16 points, 11 boards, leads the way for the Braves. Ryan Haskins, 15 points and a rebound. Mason McDowell, 14 points, 12 of those in the second half. Darryl Bowie with 13. The 3 coming at the end on the and 1 to really put it away for the Braves. Andre Jackson, 8 points all in the second half. Joe Johnson III with 6. And Kyle Patrick finishes with 2. Jackson Mallory, 7 points, 8 boards, 1 assist, and 1 steal for the do-it-all player for the Braves.
Real quick before, let's do a little bit of business. You are listening to 1220 AM KOFO Ottawa and also on 103.7 FM. Casey, I can't agree with you more. When you take a look at what this team has done, it's some of the same players over and over again. And give it to Darryl, the KCAC Player of the Year. Started out slow. He just 3 of 11 from the floor, but he was 4 of 6 of 8 from the free throw line, including that big underhanded, no look off the backboard, getting hacked and going to the foul line for the 3-point play. when they needed him, the KCAC Player of the Year was able to come up big.
Oh, you're right, and head coach Aaron Stephenthal mentioned he went through some trials and tribulations today, but he found a way to make the plays when Ottawa needed it, and they find themselves in their first KCAC championship inside of Hartman Arena. Braves' last trip to the championship game was in 2008, 2009. That one in Salina, a game that you called with William Allison that year. So, big things for this program, and it's unfortunate, Bob, that you make the jump up to Division I next year, but you're playing at a level that will definitely compete at that level next year, and you got to enjoy the ride now.
Well, enjoy the ride now, but look what Coach Aaron Stephenthal has built in his time here. He's taken some time to get to find the right way, the right pieces, to do what's needed to be done. We're taking over this program to make it his, and you've got to like what you see. And right now you can't worry about that Division I stuff.
Not at all.
Right now you're Division II. You've got to take that and run with it for as far as you can.
Before we wrap it up, Bob, I want to thank our sponsors one more time. Our title sponsor, Fusion Alley with Primetime Grill, Great Life Golf and Fitness, Edward Jones Representative Ryan Henningsen, Ottawa University in the city of Ottawa. Reminder, you can go ahead and get in on some advertisements as the Braves will play on Monday night at 8 p.m. That one is an ESPN3 broadcast. So feel free to get those ads in, and you'll be able to get those in at plenty of times as we have those TV timeouts on Monday. Not sure if I'm flying solo or not on that one, but would love an opportunity to get an extended break at times, Bob.
Yeah. TV timeouts, they're hard to get used to, but they are a broadcaster's friend.
I want to thank Larson Johnson back at the station and Bob Johnson, as always, for his great color commentary. We will see you Monday night. Braves tip it up around 8 p.m. to go for the conference title game. They'll take on number 18, Oklahoma Wesleyan. You have been listening to Ottawa University Braves basketball on KOFO.
We hope you enjoyed this exclusive postseason broadcast of Ottawa University Braves basketball on KOFO. Brought to you by our Braves sports title sponsor, Fusion Alley with Primetime Grill. Also by Great Life Golf and Fitness, Ottawa University, Edward Jones Representative Ryan Henningsen, and the City of Ottawa. This has been an exclusive presentation from your sports source for East Central Kansas, KOFO.
Celebrating over 70 years of information, sports, and entertainment. We are hometown proud. KOFO K279CS Ottawa. Here's your exclusive KOFO Weather Center forecast.